We are about to start. Can I request all of those outside of the room to occupy their seats? There is a first call. First call to all members to come and occupy their seats inside the room, please. We are about to begin. Can we have everyone inside the room, please? We are about to close the doors. Hope everybody has had their cup of tea and the snacks. So let's begin. I see a lot of seats empty. Will you please take your seats? Request everyone to take their seats, please. So we're about to begin the 124th Tech Day. I welcome all of the members, the sponsors, and the speakers, and the guests who've been here. Welcome to the 124th Tech Day. I would request the board members and the sponsors to be on the stage for the national anthem. Let's begin this 124th Tech Day. Can I see anyone from TP Link? Namana Adhinayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Punjab Sindh Gujarat Maratha Dravida Utkal Banga Vindhya Himachal Yamuna Ganga Uchchal Jaladi Taranga Tava Shubha Name Jage Tava Shubha Ashish Mage Gaye Tava Jaya Gatha Janagana Mangal Dayak Jaya He Bharat Bhagya Vidhata Jaya He Jaya He Jaya He Jaya 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 He
भारत माता की
जय
भारत माता की
जय
भारत माता की
जय
वंदे मातरम.
So, with this enthusiastic beginning, let me invite our President, Mr. Bharat Chheda, for a small presentation of what ASIRT and ASIRT all about. Mr. Bharat Chheda, please.
Thank you, Kaustubh. On behalf of ASIRT, I welcome you all to the 124th Tech Day. I request everybody to please settle down. NPAV team, please settle down. Thank you. Can we close the door, please? Thank you. So I'll take about 10 minutes to introduce who we are, who the ASIRT is, for the benefit of the guests and the sponsors. Of course, members, most of the members are regular visitors, so we'll know, but still, there are always new things to know about ASIRT. So we are rather 12 years young organization. We were founded in 2012. We have 250 plus members and 120 plus Tech Days. So practically, we are doing one event every month. And we have 8 consortiums. I'll talk about consortium later. And the cumulative turnover of all the 250 plus members is 5,000 crore plus. And there was a debate last couple of days back that this can be more than double because we are not counting on one particular batch of our members and patrons. So this could be easily be how much? Kshitij has a very aggressive numbers. He's saying add 1 0.
40,000 crores.
40,000 crores.
I can actually prove it with numbers.
Okay, great. So when we started in 2012, the primary members were system integrators from information technology field. But as we progressed and we realized that we must have other domains which are connected with IT. So we included few of the domains like telecom, CCTV, application software, and of course the latest addition is automation. And we will keep on exploring these new areas where we have more members connected with ASIRT. So these are the activities that we do. Tech Day, you are already in Tech Day, you know about it. Synergy is an yearly outstation business conclave. Consortium, I'll talk about it. Of course, we have a lot of socials and we have sports activity, primarily Cricket League, which is happening on 1st of February. And I'm sure a lot of members are participating in it. Now, this is about consortium. How many of you are not part of consortium? I mean, from the guest, not from the guest, from members part. So practically everybody is. So you know about consortium. One of the success story of ASIRT is consortium, and a lot of collaboration, a lot of business happens within that small consortium of 30 plus members. And I sincerely request everybody to participate actively in your consortium meeting, which happens every month. And I'm sure there are a lot of business avenues, new business avenues, which opens up area which probably you are not participating or you are not active. You can collaborate with other members who are active in those particular areas. A lot of new learnings happens. And of course, you will find friends for life. How many of you are agree with this last point? You have got friends for life coming in ASIRT and coming in consortium. It's a very, very powerful place. We are very active on social media. So be it Facebook, Insta, YouTube, and LinkedIn. All our events recordings are available on YouTube. You can visit anytime and have a look at it. Even today's event will be recorded and you can always revise it. And those who are still not connected with us on LinkedIn, I sincerely request, please go on our LinkedIn page and get connected. Another dimension which is very, very important for us as an ASIRT, as a member, as a sponsor, is our association with media partners. So these are the 10 media partners where we engaged with them on regular basis. They cover all our events in their media, digital or physical or printed media. So in case you want to utilize this connection, you are free to do it. Whenever they are present, they are more than willing to give you exposure which is required by you. We also participate in a lot of trade shows and exhibitions. So these are the few of the current association that we have. Gates, a lot of people might know, we did a couple of events last year with Informa Market and IID Communication. And the latest is Meshe Mission, where we are participating Smart Tech Asia 2025. We recently had an agreement with them where they will be giving us a special pavilion, ASIRT pavilion, where our members can come as an exhibitor. It is happening on 13th and 14th of February 2025 at Geo World Center. These are the few communication channels that we have. The WhatsApp groups are one of the key communication channel where everybody is active on daily basis. You can announcement group is where we give all the required information to the members. Business group, of course, all the business leads, business requirements are put up in that. And of course, we have social, cricket, and consortium group. These are the important IDs. Those who are not aware, board, in case you want to communicate anything to the board. Grievance, in case you have any grievance with vendor, OEM, or otherwise, you can use this ID. Members at ASIRT.in is a very important ID in case you want to market your products and services. In one email, it will reach to all the members. Only request is don't use into NCC, always use BCC. And of course, in case you have any general query, you can use RM at ASIRT.in, which is our relationship manager. So we have three kind of members or relationship with ASIRT. One is fellow members who are typically system integrators, distributor patrons, and corporate patrons. I'll just briefly talk about who can become fellow members. So any system integrators who has end user facing business can become a fellow member. It can be represented by a proprietor, partner, or a director, or even a family member who is actively involved in the business. The fees is 9,000 rupees per annum, and there are a lot of privileges available. And the last column of privileges are available to only fellow members, that voting rights, or they can become part of ASIRT board. Then we have corporate patronship, where OEM, MNCs, listed companies, national distributors can become our corporate patrons. It can be represented by director as well as any senior management. The fees is 1,25,000 rupees per annum. The privileges remain same as far as being part of consortium, WhatsApp group, and other things. In the benefit column, you get one sponsorship slot for Tech Day. And of course, there is special pricing for other sponsorship. They can distribute marketing collateral in this particular event. And of course, they can send marketing post in WhatsApp and email. The third category, and of course, these are our corporate members currently. Kunar Peripherals, Infoban, Technical Solutions, Apurva Computers, and Civiom. Anybody from corporate? I think, yeah, we have Mr. Kunal Shah from Kunar Peripherals. And then we have distribution patrons. Any authorized distributor, RD, national distributor, or sub-distributor or reseller can become can become distributor patron. Fees is 40,000 rupees per annum, and only difference between corporate and distributor is you don't get that silver sponsorship slot worth 90,000 rupees. Everything else remains same. So these are our distribution patrons. So I'll request all the distribution patrons to just stand up so that we can acknowledge. Distribution patrons. I can see Rajesh Bhai. That's it? Okay. Thank you very much. So all these patrons are a very important pillar of ASIRT. They do a lot of, they contribute a lot in terms of bringing sponsors to the events. Now last two slides. This actually defines, if I have to define what is ASIRT, these are the two slides. One is what we are is, or we have to define what ASIRT is. It's two words, collaboration and friendship. So we do a lot of business within the community, within the members, through collaborative efforts, and which automatically brings a lot of friendship elements. And we have found friends who are like unbelievable within this community. And the last is we are of the members, by the members, for the members. So we'll keep on working for benefits, upliftment of our community, and that's what we always do. Thank you very much.
Insight. I'm sure a lot of people who are present and not present here would always miss the tech days in case they're not attending. So it is one of its kind of event that happens regularly. So I would like to invite our platinum sponsor, TP Link, Mr. Mohit Maheshpuria, Mr. Rahul Kushte, and Mr. Sanjay Shinde to take us about TP Link and its all solutions. Thank you, Ron.
So adding one more member, we have Mr. Ashu Mehrotra, who's our VP Enterprise Marketing. So please allow me to.
Yeah,
Yes,
please.
sure. Thank you. So as an introduction, of course, always delight to be a part of ASIRT team. I would like to thank Mr. Rajesh Kamdar, Sejutronics, who had introduced us TP-Link, and they had given an idea to be a part of this ASIRT so that we get connected to various consortium like Bharat Sir. And the culture here is really very good. We also had connects with very good friends, like you said, sir. So always TP-Link is excited to have such tech days where we can share our achievements, the success stories, of course, products and solutions are always a part of this presentations. So Rahul is a part of my technical team. He is the consultant member for the wireless business. Mr. Sanjay Shinde is the RSM for enterprise business in TP-Link. And as I said, Mr. Ashu Mehrotra takes care of entire enterprise marketing. We have segments in TP-Link like a Soho, which is a consumer based. Then we have an online business, which is purely e-commerce. And the third one is enterprise, which we belong to. Of course, coming up to the solution part, so the brand, of course, is a well-known brand, I said, from the consumer space. So 9 years ago, we started selling our enterprise. We introduced our enterprise solution. We started. So from that time, I am a part of the journey of TP-Link. And proudly, I can say, on the number base, we are one of the highest contributing in the WLAN segment as per the IDC. So we are number one from last 13 years. We have surpassed all the hardware manufacturing. You say any competition, even if you check the IDC website, we are number one. Also, we are a part of the Gartner's Magic Quadrant. So these two things have always helped us to reach all the potential SI partners and customers. And the new opportunities which we are facing, these things have helped us. Also, this is not a single army job, but yes, with partners like you, it's all a team collaborative effort. So today, what we are going to explain is regarding the success story of TP-Link, of course, how we grew from a normal twisted pair cable business to today we are selling layer 3 or Umada Pro, which is a higher end enterprise solution. And we are giving very tough competitions to the well-known big players in the market. And this success story will definitely be exciting and very eye-opening for some people like you who have the perception that TP-Link is a consumer or a home-level brand. Okay, so should we start, sir?
One more thing.
Sorry.
Yesterday we got a best.
Yeah, so also proudly to announce that day before yesterday, as per the ET magazine, TP-Link has been rewarded as the best brand in the networking space. So very good milestone. So this is based on the customers' feedback which the ET magazine got from various higher-end customers, those who are using our solution from last so many years. And also, we have a Solution X program for the system integrators. Of course, Sanjay ji will be talking, in much deeper way in that. So we would like to start. And so please. Slide changer, hai? Slide changer. So quickly, I will just give a brief about what TP-Link is. So of course, we are associated now. Our HQ has been shifted completely to the US. We have our the TP-Link composition is now we have dual reporting. One is Singapore for the sales marketing, and for the R&D, our HQ is California. Overall, we have 4 R&D centers, 3 manufacturing bases, 6 sales regions, 42 subsidiaries. Like TP-Link India is a subsidiary of TP-Link Core Technologies, and 23 call centers globally present. Globally, we represent more than 171 countries. We have that presence of our own offices, our own team members, and globally, the team size is more than 22,000 plus employees. Second thing, this is the brand umbrella. So TP-Link covers this major 6 portfolios. So Umada stands for our business. TP-Link is the home consumer brand, the routers, which you normally use for home. Tapo is our electronic ecosystem in which we have our cloud solutions. VG is, as the name says, it's vigilance. So it is a surveillance and the security cameras we sell it. AGNet is purely FTTH. CASA is we have this. CASA is a very hit brand in the US if you go. So there our market share is more than 78%. Next, this is the milestone how the TP-Link as a brand started. So in the 1996, the brand was launched. In India, we had a footprint in 2009. In 2015, we started selling our enterprise solution. And in the year 2022, we proudly had our first Made in India segment. So currently, we have two, I'll just cover it in the next slide. So currently, we are manufacturing 70% plus devices in India. So as per our market share, this is very good. We have two EMS partners. So this is the India network I'll share you. So we have our head office, which is in Mumbai, Andheri. Second, the warehouse we have in Vasai. Third, this is the branch offices, cell phone. This is service centers to fulfill the RMA facilities. And this is the team strength. So if you see, we have covered almost each and every corner of India to help our SI partners to visit the end customers, give time-to-time prompt solutions. We conduct various partners activities like trainings, and we attend various types of exhibitions we part of. And last but not the least, our two EMS partners, one is V1, which is in Gurgaon, and PCT Silvassa. So we have a plan to set up our own factory. The land has been finalized. So by 2026 or 2027, we are coming up with our own factory. So the idea of the brand is to stay in India, invest in India, and serve the market for a longer term. Because unlike other brands, we are not here for a short time. We have a good mindset that we want to stay in India because the market size is very good. Also, by having our own factory, we have a plan to become an exporter to the Middle East and the Southeast Asia. So we have that plan that we have to grow as wild as we can in India itself. And as I said, from the last 6 consecutive Gartner Magic Quadrant, and this is the latest feather cap in the cap. So tech leaders is the ABI research. So as per the ABI research, this is as per the alphabetical order. So from the top innovators part, from top implementers part, and from the leaders category, TP-Link has been recognized. So if you see many brands which you know are not even a part of this. So they do a lot of scrutiny, they do a lot of R&D, they test our products on various environment, and they take feedback from all the customers who has been using this. On the basis of that, in the implementation ranking, currently we are on the number 5th, and we are working hard to reach up to 2nd or 1st. I believe with this kind of hard work and partners like you, we will definitely reach up to the heights. As per the IT SIs said, we are number 1 from last 12 consecutive years. This is the 13th year. We are sitting in the last quarter. So we will complete 13 years as being the market leaders as per the WLAN segment. So coming up back, so yes, as I said that we have a lot of success stories to share because people know our products, but still there is a hesitation that partner says, how to sell TP-Link? Where were you? How did you win a project? So today we are here to share few of our success case stories, which definitely will be eye-opening for you that how we were able to beat a high-level competition who are a well-known player in the market, and how the collaboration, like the ASIRT theme is collaboration, how we did a collaboration with our existing potential system integrators, and we gave a value for money, we gave a perfect solution in the technical aspect, and at the end we got a very good testimony from the customer that yes, TP-Link is a reputed brand and we can use it in the core as well as in the distribution segment. So I'll hand over the mic to Rahul, who's our technical consultant. He will help you out. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohit sir. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Rahul from the Pre-Sales Consultant Enterprise Solution team. So, we'll be discussing about Omada as an ecosystem. So, moving ahead with this slide, you can see multiple devices over here, but this comes under a single dashboard. So Omada is our ecosystem wherein you can cater each and every devices, whether it might be a access point, whether it might be a L2 manageable switch or L3 manageable switch, and your VPN based routers. So this can be managed onto a single dashboard. Okay, so this is our ecosystem. We call it our ecosystem because if there is any technical engineer who wants to check out what are the analytics, what is he facing issues related to troubleshootings, as well as if he wants to monitor each and every devices, definitely he can't go side by side to check out what all the devices are, and then he can't log in into each and every device. Okay, so we had make an easier solution, user friendly solution, wherein the Omada is our ecosystem. you can see each and every devices, whether it might be 100 access points, whether it might be more than 100 plus access points. You can monitor each and every devices on a single dashboard. So this makes it easier for the IT end users as well as the system integrators. So let's talk about Omada as a controller. So earlier, who all have used Omada earlier? Is there anyone who has used Omada earlier? So you might have been knowing that Omada, since the release, it was in version 4.1.7. So it is going into a technical aspect as I am going into right now. So it was earlier in 4.1.7 version, but since then we have upgraded our software in such a case that now if you can see, the Omada version is in 5.14.3 version. So you can just go into TP-Link website. We have a good presence online, as well as you can see there are products displayed out there onto that stall, and you can see each and every device. You can feel each and every device. So talking about the Omada as an ecosystem. So here you can see we have multiple types of controllers. So in controllers, we have the cloud-based solution wherein the user has the accessibility to manage these devices onto a cloud premises. So cloud premises is nothing but you have a 24/7 online system wherein you can check, monitor and access your devices any of the time. With cloud-based solution, we have the options of licensing. If you deploy any other devices, whether it might be an access point, whether it might be a manageable switch or a VPN-based router, you can centrally manage them into this controller. So controller, we have two types of controllers. One is the hybrid controller and the second one is the cloud-based controller. So on the graph you can see over here, one is the software controller and second one is the hardware controller. These are the on-premises controller. So on-premises controller means you just have to download this software from TP-Link website and you are good to go. You can easily monitor each and every devices connected onto the LAN. Hardware controller is basically one-time cost. So it is a one-time hardware cost wherein we have two options into hardware controller. One is OC200 and the second one is OC300. OC200 can manage up to 100 access points. OC300 can manage up to 500 access points. So this is just a brief which I am giving you about the Omada as an ecosystem. So here you can see on the right hand side there are multiple access point scenarios. We as a TP-Link solution, we don't sell a box. We provide an overall solution for each of your end users as well as a solution integrators. So here you can see Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 6 and 7. So Wi-Fi 4, Wi-Fi 5, Wi-Fi 6 and 7 gradually as the new era. The era is going into the speed, you can see the speed as well as the drastic changes into the chipset. So chipset wherein you can see each and every, if you are competing with any other brands into the OEM, we have the competitions like A brand, C brand as well as R brand. But we are present out here. So we are here to showcase that we are present out here and then we can comply with any other given models at times. So here you can see with Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 6. Many other customers don't even know what is Wi-Fi 5, what is the difference between Wi-Fi 5 or Wi-Fi 6 access point. So to get to know about Wi-Fi 5 and Wi-Fi 6 access point, they definitely need to join our OCNA training session. So in OCNA training sessions, we provide them a simplified, unified dashboard or a management system wherein you can discuss online with our technical experts as well as we can provide you a solution against that. So there are multiple surveys which we conduct as well as if you have a newer site coming up, our team is present out there. We have segmentations of team, like there is a sales team, there is an enterprise solution team, as well as there are marketing teams who do marketing for such stuff. Moving ahead with core level switching. So earlier we were restricted to 10 by 100 or 1000 Mbps port switching options. But now in the new era, you can see we have the options of multi-gigabit switching. So multi-gigabit switching, definitely your throughput will increase. As your throughput will increase, definitely your uplink port should be into a 10G uplink port. So your throughput, your core level switching as well as your access level and aggregation level switching should be fair enough that your customer is not facing any issues related to Wi-Fi. So the era itself wants that your Wi-Fi should be smoother as well as it should perform like hell. Okay, it should perform like various other simplified options. So we make it easier for you. We make it a solution for you. This is all of a pack wherein we have displayed all our products out there. So you can check out, as well as we have a good presence into TP-Link. Moving ahead, VPN routers. VPN routers, there are multiple scenarios wherein we have deployed the VPN routers. VPN routers are like you can input multiple ISPs into it. So if one of your ISPs goes down, the second ISPs will be coming up within seconds, like within hardly 10 seconds or less than 10 seconds. So it is where you can see these all devices are manageable devices. These can be controlled onto your cloud software as well as your hardware controller. So definitely you might feel this, it is a single dashboard wherein you can manage all your devices. So moving ahead with the accessories part, we do have an option for accessories as well. You might be aware about, if you want to extend a network, we have the easy smart switch, unmanaged switching options, as well as SFPs, media converters. These all options are available in the TP-Link overall portfolio. So here we have not displaced the L3 switching, but at the back end, if you can see, there is a booth. You can come down and you can check out the L3 level switching. So earlier we were restricted up to L2 switching. So L2 switching, there was no stacking availability, or there were some few features like loopback detection, MLDP snooping, RSTP. There were some few basic features, but as of now, with the new comings of L3, we have all the features like VRRP, ERPS, OSPF, BGP. Layer 3 protocols are there available for you. So this was the overall dashboards and the portfolio what we have. If you want to know more about it, we have the online presence as and when we have the catalogs over there. So you can get out, you can get and see what all options are available, and in that particular booth you can find out each and every device's options available. So let's talk about the success story. This is a small brief about our Omada portfolio. So let's talk about what all we did the last 2 years into our portfolio with the enterprise segment. So most of us know that TP-Link is stronger into the retail segment, that is the home segment. The SOHO segment, a basic router comes into your home and you connect it to your internet and you are good to go. But in the enterprise segment, we are mainly focusing on these devices. So let's move on to the case studies. So here you can see we have deployed our devices in these two educational sectors. So there might be a perception like TP-Link is not, this is just a retail brand, it is not deployed in various other institutes or something. But here you can see we have created a slide, we have deployed this in the education sectors. So education sectors like this is MET College in Bandra. In Bandra, we have deployed almost 70 plus access points. This is Wi-Fi 6 access point, EAP Wi-Fi 6 access point. So definitely if the customer is relying on TP-Link, so definitely the network is robust. So for that, we also suggested them the manageable switches. Manageable switches, definitely at the backbone, you require manageable switches that would be connected onto your access point. Further moving on, if anyone is staying near Vasai Virar, we also have deployed in Viva College, we have deployed the access point EAP 610 outdoor. So EAP 610 outdoor has a longer coverage. So in that we have deployed in multiple floors option. So here you can see we have already mentioned we have also been coming up with the surveillance part. So surveillance part is also our critical zone. So that is handled by any other team, but we are handling the enterprise segment, that is our wireless segment. So in wireless segment, you can see EAP 610 outdoor and with manageable switches, we have deployed them. So these two are the education case studies. Further moving on, we have also deployed in government sector projects. So these both are the government sector colleges. PICT, that is Pune Institute of Education and Computer Science, and this is IIPS. So you might have heard about these two colleges. These are the government sector college, that is IIPS and PICT. So there is no such land border clause issues with TP-Link. You can see we have already deployed it into such educational societies as well. So in this, they were facing issues like they had installed some third-party access points. So in that, they were facing issues like manageability. Manageability was the key feature they required. So for that, we suggested them an OC300 controller with access points of Wi-Fi 5, that is EAP 245 access points. With regards to that access point, we also suggested them 24 port PoE switch floor by floor. So in this case study, you can recognize that we have deployed more than 100 access points, as well as we have completed their solution. So this is a solution oriented which we have given to them. Okay. Apart from in Pune, so Pune Institute of Computer Science, you can see there are multiple sectors wherein they have a girls hostel, boys hostel. So to cover all the regions, they were having a small case scenario in which EAP 650 access points, EAP 615 wall plate access point. There are multiple access points like that, in-wall access point, outdoor access points, wall plate access points. So to cover that, we came up with a solution for them as well. So these two colleges are recognized into a government sectors, and we have overcome their wireless related issues with providing them an enterprise solution segments. Apart from this, these are the recognized ones. So here you can see earlier it was into education society. Now it is into a warehouse segment. So warehouse sector, if you can see the Bajaj Auto Factory, that is in Chakan. So in Bajaj as well as in Cello. So these two are warehouse associated programs. So wherein we have deployed our Wi-Fi 6 access points here as well. So people as well as the initiators, end users are watching clearly what all solutions do we provide. So in the humid cases wherein the temperature is more than -70 or wherein the temperature is more than 70 or 40 degree. So in that case, we provide them the IP67 rated device. We do have an IP67 rated as well as IP65 rated devices as well. That should cater your waterproof, dustproof as well as lightning proof. So some of the devices are outdoor devices, some of the devices are indoor devices, indoor access points. So to cater a whole lot of auditoriums or lot of an production center, you definitely need a high robust device. You need a high robust device like access points, a long range access point. So for that, we provided a solution to them, a 4x4 EAP 660 HD access point and a 2x2 long range EAP 610 outdoor access points. So this was our warehouse sectors. Earlier we saw the education sectors. Moving ahead with the retail segment. So retail segment, you might have been aware about this brand. So this is the famous brand right now into retail segment. We have deployed more than 170 plus dark stores, like they have introduced us, they had given us a heat map, that the layout of each and every dark store. In that, we have given them the model number EAP225 and PoE switch, that is SG106PE. So in 170 dark stores all over the west zone, north zone and east zone, we have conquered Zepto all around the India. So the remaining is in south zone. So south zone is, in the upcoming months, we'll be catering south zone as well. So here you can see it is a key account for us. It is a key account for us because Zepto is well recognized into a retail segment. Moving on to the second key account, that is the More Retails. More Retails is also a recognized brand into Amazon marketing as well as Amazon Cart, you might have heard about. So there was a chain with AWS Cloud. They do have their AWS Cloud solutions, but with them, we suggested them an ER7212 PC device. So ER7212 PC has our own VPN router device, wherein there were more than 50 to 70 devices deployed onto their actual scenario, and they were connecting it branch by branch. So VPN was created between them. So VPN, while creating VPN, you might be aware that your device should be a robust device, as well as the connectivity between your branch office and your head office should be seamless. So for that, we gave them an ER7212 PC that is a robust device as well. So moving on to the main slide, that is a critical slide, that is L3. So most of us who are aware about L3, TP-Link L3 switch, it was launched 2023. To 2023, we had launched our L3 switches. So since then, it has been hardly been 7 to 8 months. Hardly been 7 to 8 months, and we have conquered these all sectors. Like Ampersand is basically working for a Vibgyor school. You might have heard about Vibgyor school as well. So we have deployed more than 6 L3 switches for them. L3 standard switches are basically a higher end switching options. Moving ahead with Sanjeevani College. Sanjeevani College is basically a Nasik based college, and it was keen to take the TP-Link L3 switch over there. So for them, we suggested a full fiber switching options, wherein they connected multiple of their schools into them. So more than 15 schools were connected onto a single switch. That is, a single switch was connected with a 15 multiple divisions. So this is how our robust L3 switches with VRRP, with ERPS, with multiple features on which we have into our portfolio. Apart from that, SV Raman. SV Raman is basically a NBFC, that is a non-banking financial sector. So who thought about that we would also establish our mark into SV Raman? So it is a non-banking financial sector, wherein we gave them an opportunity, we gave them a solution about a TP-Link enterprise segment, and in their so-called office, Nariman Point office, we deployed each and every devices of TP-Link with a cloud-based solution. So there are multiple offices into their organizations, so we provided them a cloud-based solution. So cloud-based solutions wherein you can manage multiple sites, you can monitor, you can see each and every statistics of your devices onto a single pane of window. So I think this is clear. I think this might change your perceptions towards taking you from the retail segment to an enterprise segment. So we have put in the efforts. The last years we have put in so much efforts that we are bringing up these all slides. We have conquered all these sites as well, whether it might be an education sector, whether it might be a retail segment, whether it might be any other warehouse segment or else an hospitality segment. So these are all the key points which I had taken down into this slide. Apart from this, there are many other sectors which we have already been covered into our enterprise segment. So what do you think? Now we have sold almost 10 to 12 switches in L3. So in the upcoming years, will TP-Link be a brand to overcome such big brands like A brand, C brand, or R brand? So what do you think? What do you think, all of you? So anyone? So
Good job.
definitely. We would definitely overcome the big brands as well as we'll comply them, and then we will provide a solution base. We are not just selling a box, we are giving them a enterprise solution to them. Okay. So apart from giving a solution, we do provide a service to them. So service, depending upon, it is hardly a downtime of 10 minutes. So our cloud is hosted onto AWS. So AWS is with an SLA of 99.99%. So hardly 10 minutes downtime for your upgrade. Apart from this, we do have a certification program. So certification program is to create an awareness between your engineers that we do have each and every options, each and every portfolios available to you. As and when we take the feedbacks from each of our customers. If there is any feedbacks coming up, we are open to hear your feedbacks, and we do upgrade that into the upcoming versions. So as I told you in the first options itself, so earlier we were working in 4.1.7, now we are in 15.14.3 version. So you can see the vast development, the scalability, the reliability as well as the security has been enhanced into the TP-Link enterprise segment. So is there any other thing that is left for TP-Link to be reliable? 99.99% SLAs, as well as with 24/7 online. We have our technical oriented team for you. Okay. A professional site survey is done. So if you have a new site coming up to your any other inquiries is there. So we do a professional site survey. We create an heat map. We provide a BOQ against them. We provide compliance. So compliance is a major key, wherein you can comply with any other brands. If you are complying with any other brands, definitely your product will be winning in that particular segment. So I think I have completed my slides altogether. I'll be calling up Mr. Sanjay Shinde, our RSM, to talk about.
How do okay. Yeah. Good evening, gentlemen. So, welcome Mumbaikars. This is my second session which I am attending. First session was on September. So, thanks to ASIRT. So, a lot of good SIs. My colleague Mohit and Rahul, so they have represented what TP-Link is and what is our vision and roadmap when it comes to the OEM as a principle. So what I feel, I'll be audible, I think so. So any principle or any OEM? Okay, sorry. So when it comes to the any OEM or any principle, when they think of stepping up to the next level, as TP-Link is very, very strong in the source segment and the home segment. Now, what we have done, we have come out with the enterprise solution, Omada. But when it comes to the next level, so we need a support from the good SIs and the partners. So my key responsibility is to create a partner ecosystem for the western part of the India. So we need a help from the good SIs to take TP-Link to the next level. Now we are ready with all the solutions and the product. My colleague Rahul, he briefed very honestly on the technology. Okay, when it comes to the partner program, we have come out with the Solution X partner program. So this is the brief explanation about the Solution X partner program. There are the three categories. The first category is the authorized partner. The second one is the premier partner, and the third one is the elite partner. So depend upon the key strength of the partners, they can register themselves on the Solution X partner program. There will be a proper agreement between the TP-Link and that partner with the revenue commitment. And the benefit what TP-Link as an OEM, as in principle, will be extending. Rahul, he explained you regarding the technical training sessions on the product. We will be engaging with the partner, training them on with the technical team, pre-sales team. We will empower them with the TP-Link products. And when it comes to the POC or the demo for the end customer and the partners, we will be there right from the day one in that particular case. These are the metrics, Mohit plus Rahul and myself. So again, to explain you more in detail regarding the Solution X partner program, once the partner get registered with TP-Link, we normally engage with mostly with the pre-sales team, educating them on the TP-Link products, okay, attending their technical queries, helping them to design the BOQ bomb, and also as Rahul shared with you, we will help you to do the site survey, heat map. Okay, and see, at the end of the day, we want to empower your partner with all the technical details so that he will be in position to go and pitch the products. Any questions?
So concluding our part, we would like to introduce our OCNA certification also. Proudly, I can say more than 30 partners in the ASIRT team have already been certified. And it is, of course, currently we are not charging anything, whereas the cost is $299 globally. So I would like and request you all to participate in that OCNA certification. Every month we conduct 3. We'll keep on sharing with the team. I have taken the email address. Please allow me to share it on that. It is a free of cost certification, which we don't charge anything, and we would like to enroll as much as partners who come and just take knowledge on the networking, not only on the TP-Link part, but entirely on the networking space. So once again, we would like to thank you, and I forgot to mention one more, the backbone of our marketing teams. Sashant is also there with us, who has been always helping us set up all the events and, helping from the last mile. So a small vote of thanks. We have got some freebies for all the partners. Thank you very much, ASIRT team, for allowing us to present ourselves. We would, of course, be like to, do it again and again. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Team TP-Link. I'm sure your journey, which started in '96, with the good SI partners that you're expecting and looking for, good products, good solutions. I think we are moving from the home to the enterprise world. So I'm sure all of us will share this journey to success. And thank you again for being with us. We grow together. Thank you. Thank you so much for the team. So, let's all welcome the new silver partner or silver sponsor for us, RP Tech. RP Tech has just come over and they've joined us. Let me invite Mr. Rinkesh Arora, who's a software business BU head. Rinkesh. And you'll talk about OpenText cybersecurity. Are you joined by Ram Tripathi, head channel and account manager? All over to you, Rinkesh. Thank you.
Thank you, ASIRT, for this wonderful opportunity. All such events, we always have an opportunity to meet old friends. Otherwise, generally, we don't happen to meet because all of us are busy. So once again, thank you for this opportunity. What I'm going to do now is, give a quick overview about Rashi. While Rashi is not a new name in the IT industry, distribution fraternity, but there are a lot of faces I see here who may not know what Rashi has evolved into as a distributor and what value added as a value added distributor. most of you would know Rashi as a traditional hardware or a components or a peripheral distributors, right? As the market has evolved and as the technologies have evolved, we've also grown to be a true value-added distributor where we have had two different verticals, which is enterprise and software and security. I head the software and security BU at Rashi. So as I said, I'll just quickly walk you through what Rashi is, and then also share a slide, keep that slide on screen for about couple of minutes or couple of seconds for you to digest, understand what brands that we have, because I don't want to take that time. We can always have a conversation post the event, right? Founded in '89 by Mr. Pansari and Mr. Chaudhary. Fastest growing publicly listed distributor. So we got listed on NSE and BSE last February. We are a listed company. We have our head office is here in Mumbai, and with an annual CAGR of about 22% year over year for consecutively last more than 18 years roughly. Largest distribution network of 52 branches, and when I say 52 branches, these are all physical branches with billing locations, full-fledged sales team and full-fledged warehouse teams, right? Logistics and everything included. 67 warehouses. We distribute about 62 global brands catering to all verticals, be it hardware, networking, components, peripherals, software, security, so on and so forth. Among one of the leading national distributors for global technology brands. 360-degree approach, which comprises of pre-sales, technical support, marketing. So that's the reason I said, Rashi is not just a distributor. Rashi is now a value-added distributor because we have a dedicated pre-sales teams for our enterprise team, for our software team, where we work with partners like you to do the testing, demo, POCs with your customers, and of course, enabling your teams, right? If you want a training for your pre-sales team or technical team, or you want us to do demo to your customers, we do that along with you. This is the map of the 52 branches which I spoke about earlier. 52 branches, 50 service centers and 67 warehouses. So if you look at it, covers almost each part of India. This I already spoke about. The last revenue we had was about 1.2 billion US dollars, and this all data is available publicly because now we are a listed company, right? We built to close to about 11,000 partners across India. So when I say 11,000 partners across India, this includes for all the brands and the products that we distribute across various categories. Total dedicated sales team of close to about 600 people, again comprising of all the verticals. Customized marketing programs. I'm not sure how many of you are a part of Rashi's Platinum Partner Program, but that is one of the widely accepted programs from any distributor in the industry, where we just not work with you as a front-ending or as an owner of the organization, but we take your family, your kids, your family along with, and make them a part of that program so that there's a direct connect with you and your family. And that obviously has helped us, have the larger wallet share within the businesses that we have been working with. Pre-sales, marketing and sales service, sales, post-sales, credit solution, technical support, and warranty management services. We do warranty management services for a lot of component and peripheral brands here in India through our service centers spread across country. Biggest Marcom team. When I say biggest, it is in every aspect that we talk about when we are talking about the distribution landscape. This is the slide I was talking about. So this comprises all the verticals that we have and the brands or the products under the vertical. Right. I'll just keep this slide here for a couple of seconds for you to digest. We can always, as I said, connect post the event to have more detailed discussion on any of the areas of interest that you might have. You call the brand or you name the brand and it's there on this slide. Hardware, component lifestyle, storage, power, mobility, networking, personal computing, cloud, embedded, enterprise. These are the brands that are currently a part of software and security BU, which, as I said, I lead. We have Ninja One, which is into endpoint management, remote monitoring and patch management. Exidian, which is into privilege access management, ITDRs. AnyDesk, of course, AnyDesk doesn't need any introduction. And Sisense, which is into embedded analytics. It's one of the leaders in embedded analytics. So when I say embedded analytics, it is beyond our normal dashboarding or visualization tools that we have. OpenText security, this is what we are going to discuss with you today, because from the stack that we have, we found that this is the most relevant offering that we could bring across to this fraternity, where there are a lot of opportunities available in the market. So OpenText cybersecurity, we have data protection and data security as large umbrellas. Under data protection, the brand is Carbonite. Again, multiple solutions, backup, cloud to cloud, server, and so on and so forth. Ram will explain that. And then under data security, we have Webroot. I was talking to somebody before the event, and somebody said, Webroot में 2012-14 में बेचता था, but इतना bouncer जाता था कि मैंने बंद कर दिया. I think I was talking to, I forgot. Anyways, so that's the legacy. Of course, the brandings have changed over a period of time. So yeah, that was from my slides. As I said, I want to keep it short and give most of the time to Ram. So I'll introduce Ram. Ram, can you please join me on this stage? Ram is the channel head for OpenText in West. He's based out of Mumbai. And the reason we have him today here is to run you through the product portfolio and the offerings that we have. Over to you, Ram. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Rinkesh. Thank you very much. Good evening. Good evening. That's the spirit. Okay. So thank you very much, Rinkesh, for giving a quick introduction about OpenText cybersecurity. We are present for the first time on this forum, I believe, right? Thank you. Okay, so let me first introduce myself. My name is Ram Tripathi. I am part of OpenText cybersecurity team based in Mumbai. I look after channel business for West region as well as rest. Basically India, I can say, right? Now, today we are going to run you through, how you can participate or how you can partner with us, right, with OpenText cybersecurity to make your cyber resiliency journey more interesting, and how you can offer services to your customers, right, in a better way when it comes to data security and data protection. I hope I am audible at the back, right? All right. So let's begin. With threat landscape, right? Just go back a decade back, right? And imagine our life was pretty easy, right? Most of the organizations, what they needed was install a firewall. Install a firewall, install an antivirus, take backup, go home and sleep. Was that the scenario earlier? Anybody disagrees with me on that? Right? Now, the scenario has evolved, right? And the complexity has increased. Why? Because simple reason, we have been moving towards more and more innovation, more and more digitalization, right? So as technology evolves, the same way threat landscape also evolves, right? And these are some of the areas what you can see here, right? I hope the slide is visible to you all, right? I think it's little blurry, okay, right? So as I mentioned, right, go back to the last decade, right, just 10 years back, right, things were very, very different, and now things are completely different, right? So what you need today typically is many things, right? Ransomware is one of the top trending cyber threat, right? Which is everybody is talking about, correct? And cyber insurance is another thing which a lot of companies, a lot of corporates are talking about. But again, it is not easy to get cyber insurance because it needs at least basic, security stuff to be implemented, in your overall security posture. Right? Now, here at OpenText, we understand the threat landscape better. Why? Because OpenText has got its own, threat intelligence platform where we collect huge amount of data, right, convert into the contextual, information, and we use that information basically to deliver cyber security, right? And to do that, we have got millions of sensors, right, implemented in the platform, right, which basically have got huge amount of data when it comes to, information about domains, right, information about URLs, information about different file behaviors, information about mobile applications, right? So huge amount of data basically is collected by our sensors, right? And then that is processed by our ML-based, machine learning-based engine, right? And then basically that is used at the back end to deliver cybersecurity, for a lot of vendors as well as our products. So this threat intelligence platform basically is not only used by OpenText products, but also is used by a lot of other security vendors at the back, right? So that is how we, so this what clearly shows that we better understand the threat landscape of the modern age. We did a quick survey, about ransomware, okay? So, the simple question we asked was, right, has your company experienced ransomware attack last year? These were the statistics, right, where most of the customers, right, said yes, they have experienced a ransomware attack. Now, this data is again, India specific and rest of the world specific, right? So in India specifically, if you see about 90%, more than 90% of customers said that yes, they have experienced, ransomware attack. Now, the next question what we asked was, following a ransomware attack, did you successfully restore your organization data? Answer was yes. And almost for rest of the world and for India, the percentage remains same, that everybody said that yes, we have successfully restored the data. But now, look at this slide, right? The next question what we asked was, did you pay the ransom? Answer is yes, and that is how they were able to restore the data, right? Now talking about ransomware a little bit more, it is not just encrypting your data, right, on the device wherever the data is residing, right? So basically ransomware has got multi-level of extortion also possible, right? So at first, when they encrypt or lock down your system, right, your users are unable to work, they are unable to access any kind of data, right? And they ask for the ransom. When you are ready to pay the ransom, you paid the ransom, your half of data is returned, half of data is retained by them, the attackers, the hackers. Now what? Now you have to pay more money, right, to get your half data back, right? Now, still there is no guarantee that even if you pay the balance ransom, then also you are going to get your data back. No guarantee, right? So this is called multi-level of extortion that is possible using ransomware, and that is happening, right? And nobody is too small today to be attacked, right? So gone are the days when all big enterprises, big customers, big companies, they used to make headlines of newspaper, right? So and so company got compromised, right, by so and so ransomware or so and so virus attack, right? Nowadays, smaller companies also experiencing and getting that day by day, every day. Now, the next question was, why did you pay the ransom? Right? So the three questions, 3 pointers basically, right? So the first pointer was that what customer responded, saying that because the cost of recovering that data, okay, compared to the paying the ransom is basically higher. Right? So of course, nobody wants to waste the time and productivity. So overall cost of recovering that data is more compared to the ransom what we are going to pay. Right? And then the reputation of the organization also, right? This was another area why people wanted to pay the ransom and get rid of that. Okay, so why being cyber resilient is important? Okay, all of us know that we are dependent on data, right? Entire business is dependent on data, right? If we lose data, we lose business, we lose customers, we lose reputation, right? Now, some of the facts, about data security. So, if you look at 92% of companies experience ransomware as a top threat, right? And how much time it takes? It takes less than 60 seconds for users to fall for phishing emails, right? It doesn't take more than that. Now, another interesting area is almost close to 90% of malwares are unique. Right, so they are in polymorphic in nature, right? So the ransomware what you have got now, or the virus or malware what you have got now, is changing the form, right? It is not the same what you experienced maybe 2 hours before, right? So it is continuously changing the form, and hence it is very, very difficult to catch hold of it. I have already talked about, 84% of ransomware attacks now include threats of data leakage, and that's the big concern for most of the customers. And average cost is very, very high, right? So when you want to recover that data, you pay the ransom, and the average cost have been calculated by the study is quite big. Okay, so what do company needs to come out of this, or what is the solution for this, right? So cyber resiliency, what we believe is combination of 2 things, prevention and recovery, right? So can you say that I have got tools already implemented which are helping me to prevent my data, my systems, right? I don't need recovery. Nobody can say that today, right? So it's a combination of prevention and recovery, both tools which should be in place to make sure that you are cyber resilient and you are able to recover or restore back yourself to the original state, or to the good working state which where you were earlier. Now, how do we do that? Right, so OpenText cybersecurity, we have got basically layered security approach where prevention, protection and recovery. So we have got products mapped around these 3 areas, prevention, protection and recovery. So under prevention, we have got products for endpoint protection, which is a advanced antivirus solution with EDR functionality inbuilt into it. DNS protection again goes along with the endpoint protection. So basically for roaming users, right, for DNS filtering perspective, to filter out unwanted, internet traffic, right. Security awareness training is again a very, very important component. In most of the customers, who are compliance driven, right? They needs to make aware their users, right? Because at the end of the day, they are the first line of defense, right? So if users are not aware about particular security threats, so let's talk about phishing, right? Today, 94% of threats are originated from email. So email becomes the main communication channel, right? Now, if users are not made aware that in what scenario you are supposed to click the emails or you are not supposed to click the email, right? So basically, cyber security awareness training is an automated module which is available as a part of prevention module with us, right? Which can help you to train your users in a automated module, right, online, which basically gives you very small videos, 1 minute, 2 minute videos, which explains about the concept to the users, and then you can run a campaigns, right? So various campaigns. So for example, email, you can create a campaign saying that email coming from a bank, right, delivered to the user's inbox, right, and how many users are clicking those emails, right? So you get that statistics, analytics, right, captured. And, of course, this is part of the, compliance process for many of the companies. So this helps there as well. Detection and response. This is basically MDR service, right? So managed detection and response. This is active threat hunting, right? So where you have an agent deployed which can help you to identify various threats, right? This has got also integration capabilities with a lot of other tools. So for example, nowadays, a lot of customers are using Sentinel-1 or maybe CrowdStrike, right? Probably they can, so this platform can get integrated and all the logs, incidents can be fetched there, and you have a single dashboard which you can use to monitor and remediate the threats. So these products basically are covered under prevention. Protection, so typically to protect your communication channel, right? So like email threat protection, email encryption. Email threat protection is nothing but an email security platform powered by Zix, which has got very detailed functionalities and features, right? Which can help you to filter out, all most of the malicious emails, right? And then email encryption, again, not very common product, but you will see customers who are compliance driven and they want to encrypt their email channel end to end. So, email encryption solution is useful there. Moving on to the recovery piece. Again, so the first part was more to do with protection and prevention. Now the recovery piece is again very, very important, right? And this helps you to make sure that if you are under attack or you got compromised, your data is logged, you are not able to recover your systems and data, you have another lifeline, somewhere from where, you are able to recover to your earlier state, right? So, as I mentioned, now the scenario has really become complex, right? It is no more on-premise. Your data is lying everywhere, right? It is on-prem, it is on cloud, it is on third-party vendor cloud, right? So the cloud-to-cloud backup typically talks about SaaS application backups, right? So SaaS applications are typically like M365 platform, Google Workspace, Salesforce, Dropbox, Box, Microsoft Dynamics. Now we are adding that as well next quarter, right? So all these SaaS applications are now very widely and commonly used, right? Now many of customers are not aware that it is their responsibility to back up that SaaS application data and not the vendor's responsibility to protect that data, right? So you as a customer, as a part of the compliance, right, you need to back up that data, keep that data maybe on some third-party cloud, right? So in case if there is a outage, you are able to recover that data. So cloud to cloud backup basically talks about that. Server backup, endpoint backup, again, as I mentioned, your data is residing everywhere. So server backup is typically for servers, right? So you may have Windows, Linux, different platforms from where you can backup data on-prem or on the cloud, right? Or both the places. So all the architectures or deployment models are supported. Endpoint backup, typically, you see, I would say 80% customers today need this. Rest 20% they don't feel it to back up the the endpoint data. Very, very important, right? So endpoint backup, we have got on-prem, on cloud, both deployment models available, right? On cloud, we are basically on Azure and AWS platforms, right? So which is highly stable, highly secure. Availability and migrate. Now, so this the first layer, what you are seeing, talks about the backup piece purely for your SaaS application, server, and endpoint. The next part talks about the disaster recovery, or the replication, or we call it availability, right? So you have got your physical servers or VMs which you want to create a DR, right? So Carbonite availability tool can help you to replicate your data continuously, and you are able to achieve near zero downtime here, right? And this can replicate VMs or physical servers from any to any platform. So when I say any to any platform, it can be your, let's say, VMware to Hyper-V. It can be cross-hypervisor platform, or it can be physical to virtual, or cloud to on-prem, on-prem to cloud. So any to any combinations basically is supported by Carbonite availability. Migrate piece talks about migration scenarios, right? So a lot of customers are moving to cloud. Now, to seamlessly move their all workload to cloud, right, without any interruption or disruptions, right, you need to have a tool in place, right, which can help you to do this. So Carbonite migrate tool basically helps you to seamlessly migrate data from any to any platform again. Right, so this is migrate. Then we have got information archiving as a tool, again cloud-based archival solution, right, which can archive your information from different sources. So this is not only email, but this can be your let's say SharePoint data, this can be your Teams data, this can be other company channels like LinkedIn or Facebook or WhatsApp. So there are different information sources which are basically supported by information archiving platform. So in short, this is a quick snapshot of our overall products of OpenText cybersecurity portfolio, what we are managing here. Although OpenText as a company is a Canadian company, right? We are a $6 billion company. In India, we have got big presence. We are about 7,000 plus people in India. Bangalore, Hyderabad are our R&D development center, support center, sales, pre-sales, all of that. We have got offices across all major cities, metro cities. So Delhi, Bombay, Bangalore, Hyderabad, right? We have got people all across. So India is one of the strategic geo, for OpenText. Now in this slide, you can see the products on categorized under data protection and data security, right? And down below, so I started with threat intelligence slide, right, which was the first slide, right? And then secure cloud is another interesting platform what we have already got, and this is to help MSPs, right, to build their own services, right? So see, earlier the reselling model typically is slowly disappearing, right? And more resellers, service providers, they are trying to become MSPs, right? Why? The simple reason is that nobody wants to just become transactional with the customer, right? Everybody wants to make sure that they are engaged with the customer in a services model, right? So the secure cloud platform basically gives you a model where you can sell all these services, as a part of your service, wrapped up with your service, right? So for example, let's say a customer says that I want to have a backup of, let's say, my endpoint server and SaaS applications, right? Now, you manage it as a service, right, as a part of your service, right, and you give me the cost, right? So then it becomes very, very difficult for the customers to move out and move out to the other customers, other vendors, right? So that is why the MSP model, the MSP way, and this is the future what I see here also, and we are heavily investing in this area as well, right? So this is going to be made available in a multi-tiering model, right? So in fact, cloud to cloud backup, which is a SaaS application backup platform, this is already available in a MSP model, right? So as a MSP, you can opt for a monthly or annual billing model as well, right? And you can offer this as a service. So so let's say somebody wants to become a MSP under Architect, you get access to the panel, right? And then you keep onboarding multiple customers. It's a multi-tenancy model, right, which is available, and you choose your billing model, what billing model you want to be, in. So very, very interesting. So secure cloud platform is going to have all these products basically available as a single platform for you as a MSP, right? So for example, today you are offering backup as a service to a customer. Tomorrow somebody asks you to have email security service also, right? You can simply configure that and it is enabled for the customer, right? So like that. So it also helps you to upsell a lot of services. So you are not just sticking or ending up by selling only one service, right? So let's say only backup or only antivirus protection, right? So this is multiple services, right? And that's what every MSP wants to have, right? They want to keep selling multiple different services to their customers. That helps them to build more business, more revenue, right? And hence more profitability as well. And then the professional services is the last where, especially when it comes to availability and migrate, right, where there is a specific expertise which is needed to roll out, right, and implement, the tool, right? So we have got professional services team as well, right? So let's say there are large projects where huge number of VMs needs to be migrated or replicated, right? Or there is a complex environment where this configuration needs to be done. We have got dedicated professional services team as well, right? Which can help you to do this. Okay, so this is a quick snapshot about OpenText as a company, right? Over a period of time, OpenText has grown by acquisition, right? So we strongly believe that instead of reinventing the wheel, right, we acquire products, we acquire companies, we innovate, we put a lot of features, we augment the products, right? And that's the way we go, right? So all these brands, what you're able to see here, are all well-known, well-established brands, right? DoubleTech, Carbonite, CloudLI, Zix, WebRoot, right? For endpoint protection. Micro Focus was our recent acquisition, which was, again, Micro Focus was part of HP, right? And they separated and it got acquired by OpenText, right? So Micro Focus has got more to do with all cybersecurity, enterprise-grade products for cybersecurity, right? So this is basically a number of products what we have acquired over a period of time. So this is it from my side. There are few recommendations which I have put in, right? So I think most of you would know, right? But end of the day, everybody wants to make sure that we are putting the right measures in place to make sure that we are protected, right? Because in a cyber security, it's a journey, right? Nobody can say today I am 100% protected, I have got everything implemented and I can't be compromised or breached, right? So end of the day, it's a continuous journey, right? Over a period of time, you have to put a lot of measures every day, right? And that is how I have arrived at these. And most of our platforms are already supporting all of this, right? So for example, as I mentioned about our cloud to cloud backup, right, which is SaaS application platform backup, which has got multi-factor authentication enabled, which has got password expiry enabled. So you can enforce that, okay, after a particular time period, that password needs to be changed, right? Typically people don't prefer to change password every time, right? But here we are ensuring that it has to be done. Then we have also implemented like IP restrictions, right? So you can put that particular console, right, or login needs to be open with specific IPs only, and you cannot open that from anywhere, right? So these are different basically controls what we have put in place to make sure that your data is protected. One of the example, typically what we do is we log in to the portal, right? And we save our password in the browser, right? So the moment we punch in the URL, we just simply say sign in. The password is already signed, right? Now imagine what happens if there is a malware attack, right? Browser-based attack, which is able to read that data, automatically logged into your panel, right? Let's say you are a MSP, okay? It gets access to all your customers, right? What it can do, it can change the password, it can delete all the data, whatnot, right? So, so here, that's the reason we have enabled MFA, right, to ensure that you are protected with multi-layer, basically, protection, right? So these are some of the, I would not say great things, but these are some of the basic things which people are still not doing, right? And we need to make sure that we are able to implement all of this. So this is it from my side on cybersecurity portfolio of OpenText. If anybody has got any questions, please feel free to ask. How much time we have got, Rinkesh, now? We are within time? Okay, so great. So good. So okay. So we still have time. I think if anyone wants to ask any questions, happy to answer that.
I just wanted to add here on this point, train users to spot phishing emails. We have a security awareness training module available under OpenText. In case if you have a customer who's really looking at doing this training for their employees, be it 5,000, 10,000 or whatever number of users they have. If you are keen to do this, please do get in touch with us and we can definitely share those details as in what all gets covered into that training. There are multiple simulations and all those tactics that we do with the users, right? So, and today, the user awareness or training is the most critical part of any cybersecurity process, so to say. So this is, I think, one thing which we did not cover, which I thought of sharing with you all, which is very key in these days.
What all vectors do you cover in training?
So you want to cover that?
Yeah. So there are different modules basically available. So phishing is one of the key, as I mentioned, because most of the threats, the channel is email, right? And then so what we can do is we can share you more details on that, right? What all vectors are basically covered with that. I think there is a AI module also which is expected to come now, right?
The learning you are covering, like infographics or newsletters.
Yes.
Certification, any such things?
So there, these are small videos, 1 minute, 2 minute videos, where we talk about that concept, right? So let's say a phishing concept, what is phishing, how it works, what all scenarios, you may come across like that. And then you run a campaign in the sense, you create a, let's say, HDFC Bank template, say where user can think that this is a genuine email, right? And you see the behavior, right? All the users who are clicking in the email or the link, right? So you get that statistics basically. So this is more to do with a lot of CISOs. They need to have this as a part of the compliance practice, right, for the organization. So this can help there.
And coming to your point, second answer to your question is, so once these small videos and these assessments are done, there is a sort of exam which the trainees need to complete. And in case if there is a failure rate beyond certain point, whatever you decide as a customer or as a CISO, right, there is a assessment happening for that employee or those number of users again. And then there are a lot of simulations and all those activities covered. It depends on what kind of policies you want to set for your employees. So as I said, this is the part of overall security awareness, right? Now, if you say that, okay, within this we want this specific thing to be covered, saying the moment the user fails, he should go back to this step or this step. That can be customized depending on your requirements.
This is more to do with proactive step.
Correct.
They provide an option where they can push their policies as well, because companies, they will have their information security policies, right, which users go through, they approve that or they accept that, it is more of like a LMS tool.
Correct.
Security awareness, most of the people today are offering as a partial LMS also.
And that also comes from HR, not from actually from IT team. In many of the organizations, I'm sure if you would resonate with what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so they approve,
correct,
they send it, but at the end of it, IT needs to...
Exactly. It's their role to ensure that, because see, if something goes wrong, the CFO is going to catch hold of the CTO or the CISO, not the HR head or somebody else. So for them, it is equally or rather more important for them to ensure that everybody is trained and hands-on with the basics or the training modules that they want to cover for their employees.
In the backup that you mentioned, Amazon and AWS, you have services in India, right?
Yes. So for endpoint and for SaaS application backup, we have got DCs in India. So for SaaS application backup, it is with AWS. For endpoint backup, it is Azure. And for servers, at the moment, we don't have India Vault, right? It's a EMEA region, basically, we have got at the moment. But that is also in the roadmap. I think maybe next year that should be coming. So it covers everything in India. Maybe, so 50% probably customers, they want to have data in India itself. Some of the customers, they are still okay.
Now, most of them
Yes. Yes. So I think DPDP and other regulations are coming in the effect. It is going to enforce that India DC is required, right? So
already, I believe so.
Right. Correct. And all these products are super class, all stable products. So for example, in endpoint backup, if I talk about, this is all enterprise grade product, right? But the beauty is that from one user, the scalability from one user to 10,000 plus users, right? So we have got slabs in the price list available from 1 to 10,000 plus, right? Features like you have global dedupe, remote wipe functionalities for lost stolen devices, like that. So a lot of
we can connect with the gentleman.
Sure.
Or somebody else. We are running out of time. My apologies.
Okay, no problem. I think we can connect offline for more details. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Communication, Ram. I think as we move towards a new year of 2025, I think a lot of profile changes happening. We saw TP-Link moving to Omada. We are now looking at Architect. From the typical distribution standpoint, it's going to software business, and wishing you very best. and we look forward to joining you in your success story. So I think, yes, it's time now for a small break, after which we'll have another very interesting story to tell. So another 10 minutes and we should be back. Thank you, guys. Guests and sponsors to take their seats, please. चुका होगा तो please take your seats. Jignesh bhai. The next session, please welcome Mr. Sumit Kela from NPAV. NPAV has been with us for a couple of years now, and we look forward always to their presentation because it always has something new to offer. So Mr. Sumit Kela is the technical director for NPAV. He is quite a gold medalist. I think he's got Saraswati gold medals for outstanding academic achievements. He has been a topper in his BE Computer Engineering, in-depth study, expertise and experience in developing security software for operating system on all platforms and LAN. And I just saw, interestingly, one new board which has come up which talks around and speaks about most of Mac OS, which was hitherto missing for all these years. So I think it would be something very new. He has been, for the last 33 years, in intensive study about security per se. And last but not the least, he has been awarded the gold medal by a Motorola company, Bangalore, for developing operating system for Motorola processors. A big round of applause for Mr. Sumit Kela. All yours, sir.
So, good evening, ASIRT. Good evening, all members. Thank you for having NPAV with you. It has been a long association, and NPAV and ASIRT. So, thank you very much. So, we thank all the IT dealers and all your engineers and your sales team for being associated with us. So, Net Protector is a Make in India company. We are headquarters in Pune. We have offices all over India. We have our office in Rashi also for our local sales and support team. So we have grown, and our team is a large team now. We have our research center in Pune, spread across 50,000 plus square feet of R&D space, where we have our own malware research and AI research lab in Pune. And we have our own malware detection engine and cyber security products. And this is our company. So we have expertise in antivirus, malware, internet and cyber security. We have a presence all over India, pan-India, with authorized channel partners, more than 35,000 channel partners in different cities and towns all over India, from the north to the south, east and west. And we have been installed and trusted by major customers like corporates, end users, home users for their antivirus and cyber security requirements. So we are into cyber security for the last 33 years. So we have been giving antivirus solutions, cyber security solutions for the last 33 years. So we have a good experience, and we have a great team of technical R&D team, service team and sales team. So you can be rest assured that whatever products you give to your customer are backed by very sound technology and research. So these are the different achievements of our company. So we have been awarded by International OP SWAT certification. We are ISO certified company. We have West Coast Labs checkmark certification, and we have won several awards in India and abroad. So recently we have won this AV test advanced certificate. So AV Test is an organization in Germany which tests all the antivirus and cybersecurity products all over the world. So recently we are very proud to announce that we have won the AV Test Advanced certification. So big round of applause for an NPAV team. So basically what AV Test, they are the scrutinizing and testing certification organization which checks all the different antiviruses. So we are enabled AI protection and AI research into our products, so we are able to handle all the ransomware. So we have won the 0-day ransomware. So any new ransomware that is coming in, that has been detected. Any info stealers and cyber threats that are coming in. So this is third party justification and verification done by this international lab that has tested our products and given us this advanced level certification. So when you are selling this Make in India product, if your customer is asking about the quality and reliability, so we have this international level certification also, which we have recently been awarded in August 2024. And these companies test the products around the year with different ransomware, with different info stealers. So earlier it was ransomware, like 10 years back, ransomwares were in great, they're creating havoc all around. But the current trend is stealing of the data. So data breach, data theft, data loss, that is the current buzzword that's happening in cybersecurity. So you as a consultant to your customer, you should make them aware about the theft of data, the breach of data, because organization data is very, very sensitive. It's very, very valuable. So protecting that data is important for you. So using Net Protector products, you can give them the assurance and protection of their data from theft, from data breaches. So this is our assurance that we have the best 0-day ransomware and info stealer protection in our products. We are also certified by the VB100. So this is Virus Bulletin. This is also international certification. So VB100 is a UK-based international testing organization which checks the antivirus for best malware detection. So we have also won the certification of VB100. So yes, we are Make in India, but we are internationally tested and certified. So your customers are going to get the best level of protection for virus protection, malware detection, and all these features. Other than that, we have won various awards in India. Like this is, we have won from the Governor, Shri Ramesh Bayas sir. So this was for cyber security, excellence in cyber security. We have won the awards in India also. We have won ET Business Award also, Economic Times presented in 23 also we won it, and also yesterday, 2024, just yesterday we had won that award also. We have also won awards. Thank you. So this is from yesterday, last evening. Yesterday evening we received this from Economic Times Award in Pune. So we are winning great awards internationally also and also in India. So that this is our team of directors, our leadership. So that is Mr. Sanjeev Kela sir, who heads the sales and marketing, and that's followed by me, Sumit Kela. I do the research and development, and we have Mrs. Shaila Kela and Mrs. Preeti Kela who are in the directors. And then we have a great team in Mumbai, we have in Pune, and we have presence all over India. So talking about our esteemed clients. So we have a big range of customers in defense, in government, in DRDO, and various organizations where they have tested our products and they have certified it. Because now Make in India is very important. So mostly in defense and government, a Make in India product is given criteria and priority. So you can always pitch our products in the government sector. And we have done great work with Army, Indian Army, defense, military, aeronautical defense, Bangalore. So we are doing such critical infrastructure customers where there is very high profile data, and we are securing such kind of customers. We also have other corporates and banks that we are protecting for their cyber security. So we are doing this for large enterprise customers, banks, defense, government. we also have institutes and large colleges which are using our products for their cyber security requirements. So if you have customers in defense, in government, or any large institutes, you can rely on our products for their cyber security. So like the current attacks that are going on currently. So even there's a recent news that a Pune police officer himself got, he got into this cyber scam and he lost a lot of money. So cyber scams are on the increase, hackers are on the increase. They're trying to get into the organization through emails, through WhatsApp, through your mobile. So it is very important to give cyber security solutions to the customers. So this kind of SBI reward points apps. So on email, you will receive such kind of emails with, with the bank logo. So it will look exactly like the bank logo. So this is a WhatsApp message that comes to many customers that to download your points, you're supposed to link on this click. You have to click on the link and download that to redeem your points. So if it's coming from SBI logo and with everything looking like SBI, so it sounds very, very original and many customers are trying to install this. And once this app gets installed, it will spread that malware to all your contacts. It will it will take over your WhatsApp and it will start spreading to your network and start sending it out to the different groups. So these kind of dangerous threats are spreading. Anybody has seen any cyber threats on mobile or email recently? Any customer has experienced in your contact? No. So you could spread the awareness that a lot of such kind of... So in India, the population is increasing and now government is pushing for digitalization. Like everything is moving, we are going... money is becoming online, everything is becoming online. So the more and more reliance on cyber security is increasing. So there is a tremendous scope for all the system integrators to get good training in cyber security and to promote these products so that you can get good margins. Also you can protect your customers. So huge requirement in cyber security, and our team will help you for the technical presentations, for the technical POCs, for the sales presentations along with you. Our team can come representing you, and we will never bypass you or we will never approach the customer directly. That's our policy. So we have regular online and offline technical sessions on different products for your engineers. So you can also have them come offline to you, or we can have an online session for your engineers. So if they can understand the products in depth, so they can give a better solution and they can give a better services to their customers. So we have certifications and exams for cyber security awareness, also cyber security products. So knowledge is very important in today's, we are in this knowledge. So knowledge is very much power and money. So more knowledge your team has about the latest in software and cyber security, the more money you can command and the more customers you can cater to. So basically we are your knowledge partner when it comes to cyber security. So for sales team also, we do a lot of POCs, we also do a lot of marketing campaigns with you. We never go directly to any of your customers. We also have a partner logo that comes up on the customer screen. So any partner who engages with us, the partner logo will be shown on the dashboard of our products. So Paths Enterprises is one of the ASIRT member here who's been doing work with us. So their logo will be shown on the customer's dashboard. So if any time the customer wants to renew their product or if they want to buy additional licenses, so they will be getting in touch with the partner directly, not coming directly to the company for the renewals or for their online orders. So this is our partner commitment, where we always showcase your logos and we always have you in front and we always lock the customer to you. So Net Protector is made in India and it takes very low resources. Our research team has made it very lightweight. Many of the cyber security solutions will take a lot of memory, they'll take a lot of CPU usage. So NPAV is made in India, like the advantage of being an Indian software is that Indian software professionals are very, very talented all over the world. Like in America, all the big companies are headed by Indians. Like Satya Nadella is heading Microsoft, or Sundar Pichai is heading Google. So we all know that Indian brains are great in software. So same goes for antivirus software. So Indian software in cybersecurity is excellent, and the advantage is the money that we are paying stays in India, and also important is the server and data is hosted in India. So any of your customers' data will always remain in India data centers and inside India. So it is good for compliance also, and it is good for the safety of the nation also. So that's how Make in India and data in India is going to be beneficial to Indian organizations. So the advantage of Net Protector is we support old operating system right from Windows XP. Like many corporates have legacy softwares running on Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows Vista, and right up to Windows 11. So if some billing software is done in FoxPro and some organization using Windows XP or Windows 7, so you can still install Net Protector on those kind of PCs. So that is the advantage of using Net Protector. We support the old operating systems right to the new operating systems. The memory usage is also minimum. So on any old computers having less memory, still you can use Net Protector there. And we also have 100% data guarantee. That is, we have ransomware protection guarantee, which is also certified like we saw before. Plus we give data money back guarantee for any ransomware incidents. We are also working well with first gen and second gen CPUs. So many times refurbished PCs are being used by some customers, or they are having lower generation computers. So our products will never slow down the computer. It will not slow down because our memory usage, our CPU usage is very minimum. So that's why we work very well with refurbished PCs also, and low configuration computers also. So let's talk about the different products that we have got. So we have a line of products, that is, we have total server protection to protect the servers. Then we have endpoint security, which is for cloud and for on-premises. And then we have EPS ticket. So this is ticketing software, which is useful for incident response and for IT teams to cater to the requirements of their customers. In our corporate products, we have a special data leak prevention product that we have launched recently, because many customers had some other antivirus or other product which was running, but they did not have the DLP feature. So data leak prevention is very important. So many other antivirus brands don't have the DLP, or they don't have that great features. So you can sell the DLP product standalone, which will work with any other antivirus or any other security software. So that is DLP. We have also launched Krypton Corporate Messenger. So any kind of corporate communication will stay on premises and it is secured. So we don't have to rely on, because many businesses will rely on WhatsApp to do all their business communications. So Krypton Corporate Messenger is on premises, on hosted messaging server, which they can use on their premises. We also have a remote desk software that is similar to Teamweaver software. Then further we have Manage IT Pro, where system admins can manage the endpoints. They can install the softwares. They can check all the configuration of the endpoints, maintain the inventory. We have Atomic Time, that is for employee productivity. And we have Krypton Enterprise Cloud Backup product that is useful for cloud backup and all different backup solutions. Further, we have NPAV RDP Guard, where servers are being exposed through RDP that can be protected through NPAV RDP Guard. Then we have Corporate Web Control, where you can specify the web policies. And we also have asset tracking software. We have Password Vault Manager, and we have Web Firewall Gateway. So all in all, we have got great solutions in terms of antivirus, data backup, and firewall software options. For home users, we have our very popular Total Security product that is very popular and can be easily installed, and very, very light on weight and very effective in protecting the endpoints of home users. We also have Z Security, which comes with 10 GB cloud backup inbuilt. So if there are any chartered accountants or people using Tally, it will automatically pick up the Tally accounting backup and it will store on the cloud. So this is also useful for chartered accountants or accounting. We are supporting all the Indian accounting softwares. So automatically the backup is taken to the cloud. So in case of failure of the hard disk, the data can be restored very easily. So we also have Windows Booster and Game Booster. Then on mobile, we have got mobile security for mobiles. Then we have Dock Locker, and we have parental control software for mobiles. Then we have for building and office security. Then My Password and Field Force Tracker. So these are the Android or mobile products that we are promoting. So we'll look at the endpoint security features, short description. So basically endpoint security can be installed in on-premises or in cloud, also in offline environments. Suppose some government enterprises are there, they don't have any internet connectivity or very limited air-gapped networks, that's what they call. So there is no internet connectivity, still they can apply the patches, they can install the updates without internet also. So we have on-cloud premises, on-premises, on-cloud, and the third option is totally offline networks. So in case of high security, like very high security government organizations, there you need totally isolated networks. So these are the different Windows operating systems that we are supporting, right from Windows 11, Windows 7, Windows XP to the latest Windows 22 server. Also now we are supporting Windows Server 2025. So we are supporting all the different Windows operating system. So these are the features with endpoint security. You can easily manage all the different endpoints from the centralized management console. We have a very great feature called traffic monitoring. So you can find out if any particular node is taking up too much bandwidth usage, like uploading or downloading files. So that is traffic monitoring. Printer activity monitoring, because some corporates want to know why the printers are getting used so much, why the printer rims are getting used so much. So they can track which user has given how many prints and what kind of documents were printed. So they can have a control on the kind of printing that is happening. So that is printer activity monitoring. And then the other standard features we have patch management, vulnerability scanning, LAN mon, and also network updates without internet. So endpoint security also can be done. You can have push installation or we can integrate with Active Directory. So if customer is having Active Directory, we can manage through the Active Directory AD controller, or you can do it in a work group environment also where we can push through the remote installation. Application control allows you to check and block different applications. Suppose some user is trying to run uTorrent or trying to download some unwanted applications. So application control allows the system administrator to check up all the different applications and they can block the applications which are unwanted, which could be non-productive. So typically organizations want to block some torrent downloads or different kind of unwanted software, so that can be done. So we also support anti-phishing, firewall, IDS, IPS, and for offline customers we are providing weekly and daily offline patches which they can carry to their servers and apply. Password management. So it is important to keep changing the password. So how often should a server password be changed? Any ideas? Anybody can answer? Yes, sir. 45 days, yes. So how do you do the password change, sir?
Put it in a policy, group policy. Add it in your group policy if you have a...
Okay. Okay, right. So it's a little difficult way. So password management becomes very easy with our product. So administrator can enforce change of password for critical machines. So passwords can be rolled out, can be changed and managed from the central machine for endpoints, for servers, for local logins. So this kind of password management feature we have got. Yes, so we also have session activity tracking in our endpoint, so you can know when the PC got logged in, when it got logged out, when it took a remote session. So all kind of activity, session activity, log on, log off can be tracked. So all this is available in the dashboard, all the features and all that is in a very graphical dashboard, can be seen on premises also or on cloud also. So like I was talking about the printer monitoring report, so this is a new feature where you can know the name of the printer and what was the name of the document that was printed and how many pages were printed in that document and the name of the user and the computer from where it was printed. So we can get an extensive report for the month, for the week, for the day, like what kind of printing is happening. So DLP is a very important and very fantastic feature that we have been evolving and improving. So last time when we had done the presentation, we had talked about data going out of the organization. So here now we have added, we can monitor what data is going to the different networks. So I have a quiz question, like if I am a user, I want to send out data from my organization to some outside destination. So what are the options that I've got? Anybody can answer? One option. Mail. Okay. Email is one of the very obvious option to send data out. V transfer. Yes, sir. So I want to send. Yes, sir. Upload to Drive. Google Drive. Yes, yes. Upload to Google Drive. So FTP. Right, sir.
RDP. Any of the
Pen drive. Yes, sir. Anything else, sir?
RDP, any of the remote sharing tools which allow you to run.
Correct, very correct. So any remote transferring tool will allow you, like if you have taken TeamViewer or you have taken any desk, then you will be able to transfer the files from that computer to the other computer. So WhatsApp, web WhatsApp is very, very important. So web WhatsApp, you can attach different files sitting on your computer, on your desktop. If there's some important file, like all customer list, suppose all customer list, if I've got in an XLS file, I can just drag it to my WhatsApp and send it across to somebody, and that's it. So sending out data is very easy in the online connected world because there are so many different data destinations. So in Net Protector, we are covering all these different destinations. So if data is going out of the organization, the system admins can track it, they can get a report, they can block it, they can apply the different policies. So last time we had seen that from Dropbox, how a user is sending data to Dropbox. So we transfer somebody has set over here. So Dropbox, Google Drive, and these kind of different destinations are there. So if any data is going out of the organization, you could also send it over the network path to another computer in the network share. So data can move very fast, very easily. And because of the high speed of internet, the files, customer list file cannot be very large files. So it will go up very fast. Within seconds, it's uploaded to the Google Drive or to the Gmail attachment or to any other source. So data leakage is the new dangerous thing. It could be insider or it could be a hacker. So there are two types of people where data is leaked. One is insider threat, because some employee has some grudge with the management or with the company, and then he decided to send out the data. And normally it's very easy to send out the data and then try to get some competitor to get them some good amount or whatever. So data leakage is a very big challenge, and organizations need to take care of their data. So you as a consultant, you can guide them and give them different Net Protector products for data leak and data breaches. So also pen drive, like somebody said, you can copy the data to a pen drive. So while you copy your data to the pen drive, Net Protector will give you a pop-up, like suppose it's legitimate, and if the administrator wants to really copy it, then he can enter the password and get it copied. So in NPAV, we have DLP, where DLP can protect you from all kind of data breaches to all different destinations. Can we play the TeamViewer video then? Yeah, we are supporting all OS. Yes, sir.
Even Mac?
Yeah, Mac, Windows, and Linux. Yes, sir. Both options are there, sir. One is cloud-based and also on-premises.
Who is the responsible person to speak to them?
Yeah, we'll share you the contact details.
Nobody is responding, but last time onwards I am trying to catch up with two guys.
Okay.
But nobody has responded.
Okay, we will ensure that somebody talks to you urgently.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
In this video, we will see the advanced DLP feature of Net Protector EPS Cloud. Block report of transfer files in TeamViewer. Mr. Rajesh from the sales department is trying to send a sensitive file to an unapproved destination. So the DLP module will report this file transfer. Let us see how system admin can implement this scenario. We have logged into the Cloud EPS console. We will edit a policy. Enable DLP block and reporting. Selecting TeamViewer in Remote Tool. Update policy. Policy assigned to PC. Rajesh is trying to transfer important sensitive data of customers or client list outside the company using TeamViewer. Attachment blocked by Net Protector DLP. Now, System Administrator can review DLP violations. Click on Data Loss Prevention Report. On December 10th at 11:25 a.m. there is a DLP violation report. You can see the full screenshot with PC name, IP, logged in name, title. Also the file name and path of the file from where the user transferred the file. Click to zoom in screenshot image to check other details. With Net Protector Endpoint Security Cloud, you can also monitor and block other destinations like pen drives, network share, email attachments, remote tools like AnyDesk, Real VNC, TeamViewer, Google Drive, Office 365, Outlook 365, Thunderbird and SMTP. Thank you.
So, like I said, all different destinations can be tracked by the system administrator. He can apply the policy and then he can also get the reports. So there are two modes. One is monitoring mode, where they just monitor what is happening. The other is enforcing, where you can select as per the department. You can give the policies, like if the higher up managers are allowed to send out files, okay. And if some different departments or different role, as per the role and the level of that user, that can be managed as per the policy. Zoom and Teams, yes. We support Teams and Zoom also, correct. Yes. Major online platforms we are already compatible with, and we are adding the new ones as we are coming across. Yes. So, coming back to the other features like URL detection, like if user is trying to go to any phishing URL, that will be automatically blocked. It will be checked by different engines and phishing URL attempt will be blocked and the report will be generated. So like somebody asked what are the OS supported. So we are supporting Linux at the different distributions of Linux, right from Fedora and Ubuntu and CentOS. So these are the different versions of Linux that we are supporting. Windows also we are supporting. So in Linux we have the following features like remote desk, advanced device control, IT ticket, anti-phishing, antivirus, web control. And further we have remote desk. So from you can check the remote desk of a Linux endpoint also from sitting at any of the computers. Also web control, so if any user is going to some malicious website on Linux, still he will be blocked. Or if he's going to any phishing site, so that will be blocked. So these are the different Mac versions that we are supporting, right up to 14 and 10.12 Sierra and all different Mac OS versions that we are supporting. So if the customer has a mix of computers, some are Windows, some are Mac, some are Linux, some servers on Linux, so you can give them one single solution which will cover all their endpoints and servers. So there's a quiz question. Anybody can tell the latest version of Windows 10? What is the latest version of Windows 10? Anybody can raise their hands. 22H2. Okay, fantastic. Very good. Right answer. So gift for sir, please. Your name, sir?
Amresh.
Yeah, Amresh, sir. So very good technical man over here. So ASIRT is a group of very technical and knowledgeable people who try to always give some innovation in their field. So yes, 22H2 was the last build of Windows 10 that was released. Now, so one more question was there for, okay. Okay, one more question. What is the latest version of Windows 11? 24H2. Who was the right first answer? 24. 24H2. Okay, one gift for sir, please. Fast. Fast, fast. One more there. So yes, so Windows 11 was the correct answer done by the two people over here. One more question, Windows Ubuntu. Anybody knows the current? 24.4.10. Okay, the Linux champion himself. Okay, so great. So great knowledge, all of you. So we are supporting all the different versions of the operating system. So that was a separate product, Windows DLP. We'll just look at this in short, what are the features. So we have browser monitoring, drive protection, data scanning, screenshot. So that is a very unique feature. Like file transfer through TeamViewer and AnyDesk and all these channels, and also the screenshot of what the user was trying to do at that point, because what was open on his screen and what he was trying to do as a evidence, or to understand that was he doing it in the right context. So that is the screenshot captured. So that screenshot can be shared, it's stored on your local on-premises, or it can be stored on the cloud. Both options are available. So if customer wants security, they can be stored on their own server also. So all data is encrypted. So whatever screenshots and all are all encrypted. We have folder lock protection, device control, activity logging and all this. So this is a separate standalone product called DLP product. So even if your customer is having some kind of brand of antivirus running, and if the subscription is yet to get over, so you can suggest them the standalone DLP product. So EPS IT ticket. So moving on to the next product called IT ticket. So IT ticket, what is the use of IT ticket? Anybody using any IT ticket? Anybody can explain what is IT ticket? Yes, sir. Service request log, correct. So that is a very right answer, service request. Yes, so what exactly is?
I mean, like, if you have any complaint and if you are registered the complaint, you will get the confirmation of that through IT ticket.
Correct. Yes, that's a very right answer, sir.
Thank you.
So IT ticket is if there's a large organization having 100 users or 50 users or 200 users, so the system admin to monitor all their complaints, even as a IT service provider, if you have many customers, you want to manage all the customers and give them a proper resolution time, or you want to give them a proper response. So you can use the IT ticket, and you can assign the tickets to your engineers. You can do it on your level also, or the system admins can do it at their level also. So it allows you to raise the tickets for the users, and it allows you to track the issues. So you can track the issues, and the view is available on a mobile app also. So your engineers on the go will get notification when the ticket is assigned to them, and then they can solve the tickets. This can be used at the company level, means inside the organization level by the system admin team, or it can be used by the system admin. So the system admins can reply to the end user or the customer or the user that, okay, your issue has been solved, or we have forwarded your motherboard for repairs, or it has gone for warranty. So that kind of tracking can be done through the EPS ticketing system. So you can change the ticket status from new, in progress and all that. So this will help you to give a better service from the system admin team to the users, so that the users, it can be prioritized. The major advantage is queuing and prioritization of the tickets, and analyzing what kind of issues are coming, and last, what was the history of that user. If that machine was hanging, or if there's a RAM issue last time and it is reoccurring, then it's time to change the RAM. So you get the history, you get the hardware specification, you get the software environment. So that's so you can also, user can also submit a screenshot. Suppose he's getting an error while sending an email or receiving an email, or while using Tally, if he's getting some error, then he can also send a screenshot. Yes, next. So you can also search on the assets like the processor and the RAM and the hardware that is being used. So that kind of search can be done. It can be done through the mobile, or also it can be done through the web application. Yes. Okay, so I've been asked to wrap up my presentation. So no problem. So also I'd like to say that in ransomware we have got 5 layers for our ransomware protection. So we'll move on to the question answer session. If any questions on a different product, yes sir.
On DLP एक क्वेश्चन है.
Yes sir.
मतलब कि one of the customer is specific requirement.
Okay.
जैसे G Suite यूज करते हैं.
Okay.
एंड पर्सनल जीमेल भी होता है.
Correct.
सो कैन बी रिस्ट्रिक्ट अकॉर्डिंगली, क्योंकि
Yes sir.
customer said के user should not be restricted with the personal email also, and at the same time the organization email is also working on the browser.
Okay.
So but they cannot upload their organization data to the personal
mail ID.
So is it possible?
That sounds a little tricky. I'll have to, because either you can restrict. We have a policy where you cannot allow personal login totally.
No, not like that.
Yeah,
but the customer is not being interested that to
means
stop the
they can
personal
log in,
thing.
but they cannot attach any file there.
Absolutely.
Okay, sir. So we'll have to technically recheck on that part, but it's kind of little customization required there, but we can do it.
Maybe, whatever it is,
Yes,
but
sir.
Is there being the solution or not?
Yeah, we can give the solution. We will
So let me know.
analyze and get back to you. Yes, you can
Thank
note
you.
sir's number. Yes, yes. Yes, any other questions, sir? Yes.
You mentioned about IT tickets.
Yes, sir.
Can this be purchased single for the customer?
Yeah, definitely.
Or a standalone product?
Yeah, it is a separate standalone product.
And can
also.
the demo be arranged?
Yes, we can arrange, sir.
What is the minimum user base you need?
At least 25 users minimum.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ticket logging is ideally through multiple channels.
Ticket logging on the desktop, there is an icon where user can log in the ticket.
You need to install an agent for a ticket also. The ticket tools.
You can send a mail also, but normally preferable is desktop agent, because then the hardware configuration and all is also captured. The software and hardware configuration.
Okay, only for internal.
Yeah, internal ticket mostly.
Is this a subscription-based model or the perpetual?
It will be yearly renewal.
Even if it's in the premise?
Because it will continue to work, but the new upgrades and new features you will not have.
You also said about the complement product of AnyDesk or TeamViewer.
Yes, sir.
So that is also available with NPAV?
Yeah, we have NP remote desk. Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. Two-factor. Yes, sir. Yeah, there are. RDP is not okay when somebody else is working. No, that will not happen in remote desk, because these remote softwares are usually when the user is working, the same screen can be seen to both of them. Yes, correct.
Hello.
Yeah.
So
Yes, sir.
I have 3 questions.
Yes, sir.
One, what is the cost of IT ticket
Okay.
per user?
Okay.
Second is the assignment of the tickets. Is it auto assigned round robin way, or you have to manually assign? So somebody has to be a coordinator and he has to assign it to the agents. That is second question.
Okay.
And third, is it possible to integrate the remote support with the IT ticket, or is it a different module altogether?
We have a product called the ticket and the remote.
So if somebody wants only the ticket and the remote,
Yeah.
they will have to take manage IT.
It is somewhat the similar cost, so it won't matter.
Okay. So what is the cost and the
I
round
will
robin
send you the details about the costing.
approximate ballpark?
Depend on the user size and the subscription.
10 users.
It comes to number of system admins that are going to be replying to the tickets.
Yeah, 10 system admins I'm talking about.
10 system admins. So I'll just work out and give you the
Okay.
figure.
And about the assignment of the tickets, is it auto assigned?
Assignment of the tickets, there are 2 modes. The first is that it goes round robin as per the people who are logged in today. Whoever are available will go round robin. But escalation of the ticket will go to the manager level next. So agents are assigned as per the level L3, L2, L1. So L1, after L1 it gets escalated to L2 and then after that to L3. Round robin will happen automatically first time.
And how do you compare yourself with the free softwares available, ticketing softwares, which offers a lot of these things?
Free ticketing software, they are mostly focused on just ticketing. We are more into actual the endpoint, understanding the asset of the endpoint or the hardware and software.
Spiceworks offers unlimited users.
Okay.
They also capture the hardware data.
Okay.
They also have integrated Zoho Assist with it.
Okay.
So how does, I mean, they are all offering for free. I don't know. Probably.
I think so. The free version is normally very restricted mode of whatever I have seen. Whatever ticket software, initially they'll have only 2 agents or very limited number of features.
There's no paid paid version for Spiceworks.
Okay.
That is at least we have come across.
Okay, great. I know we'll have to understand the comparison. I'm not very aware of Spiceworks. Yes,
Just one question. As you mentioned about assignment of the ticket, is automated assignment possible, and can we have some kind of logic built at the back end? So as per the admins and all, they can manage all these assignments?
Yeah, because we have a feature where what is the skill set of that admin. Suppose it's the work related to particular hardware, then it will go to a particular team.
Okay.
If it's work related to software, it will go to a particular team. So you can define the skill set of that team member and then put it into that group.
Okay, and my second question was, is any BI attached to this? Like, when you deal with lot of ticketing systems and all, you get to know that these are the problems regularly we are coming across and all.
Yeah.
So through a proper statistical reports, can we generate, business intelligence?
Yes.
So the owner or the admin get to know that these kind of problems are again and again repeating, or these batch of items are having these kind of problems.
Correct.
So is there any kind of
we have
BI?
basic analytics, but we are improving on that part. Like what you are asking for is advanced analytics, but we have basic analytics right now. What are the type of issues and how many they are occurring?
Okay.
What are the top 10 issues or what are the high level issues reoccurring? So those are there already, but we are improving further on that analytics model.
Okay. And can it be integrated with any sort of APIs or so?
Yeah,
Is it
APIs are available. Yes,
API
100%.
integration is possible, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you. Coming up, we have. Yes, sir.
So auto IT management kind of a thing, does it scan your network and?
Yeah, it will scan and pick up the network, definitely. Yes, sir. We have a new feature called two-factor authentication built into Net Protector, which adds one more layer of like everybody recommending adding two-factor. So when you're logging into Windows, you will have two-factor authentication. So even if your password is leaked out, so Net Protector can protect with two-factor authentication, where you will have to enter the short code on your Google Authenticator app. Anybody using Google Authenticator app? Right, sir. So Net Protector can integrate 2FA into your normal Windows, so that even if the password is leaked out, nobody can log in into the system. So that is the new feature. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you, ASIRT.
Thank you, Sunitji. I think we could again see some kind of progress which is happening, which is always evolving products that he has to offer. So, are we ready for the very next interesting session? As is the norm for all of these tech days now, we once again have a panel discussion. Yeah, we are setting up, just give us a second. This panel discussions that we have started with, the whole objective of these panel discussion is to interact, not otherwise that we do whenever, as on a daily basis, but typically to address some of the, some or all of the issues which we face in our daily business life. We have a good mix of SIs and now the distributor partners with us, or distributor patrons as we call them. So we thought this would be a good platform to actually have both of us sit here and discuss on how we could partner to grow together. There are a lot of, when it comes to distribution or OEM, there are a lot of questions which generally an SI has. So we're trying to actually know from the experts here to address all your questions. Of course, we'll put the questions to the floor later, but let me also have our expert panel to come here. So we have our distribution patron. May I call upon Rajesh Kamdar from Sejutronics to the stage, please? A big hand for Rajesh. We have Mr. Hiten Sanghvi from ActiveVault. Welcome, sir. Please take your seat, sir. From the SI fraternity, I mean, of course, these are people from our fraternity, but as an SI, we have a representative, Mr. May I call upon Mr. Hemant Sanil from Benchmark. May I also have Mr. Purvesh from ACMA Computers. And may I also call upon Mr. Sagar from Aditri. So, welcome, Sagar. So, as you see, there's a young team on the stage, and I think we'll start in right earnest. We'll have one more. Do you have one more? I'll. So, am I audible? So, typically, as we've seen, each one of us deals with, looks for OEMs, distributors for a part of the supply chain, because we are all a part of supply chain to the customer, and this all works towards the customer. It could be product, it could be services, it could be technical expertise, it could be different types of products or different segments that we are addressing here. So we have a different spectrum of distributor partners here, distributor patrons and people working in this industry. So typically it had been all about hardware and distribution, right? It was not beyond that. Since we have evolved and come a long way, it is more of the SIs in terms of the networking, the infrastructure, the software development, and everything that goes to provide a solution. Now, let me start with Rajesh Bhai. Rajesh Bhai, when you actually look at an SI or any partner to work with, what is it that you expect?
Hello, good evening. So system integrator, as the name suggests, or as the two words combination makes you understand, that's an integration of different components of the solution that an end user needs and requires, which is suggested by the system integrator. And once the order or the confirmation comes from the customer, the system integrator has to source it in terms of the hardware and the other building components. And that is where the system integrator or the SI would approach the distributor. So that is, as a distributor, I look forward to an SI partner coming to us with a BOQ or a solution document requesting for a communication on the bill of material, the commercials, and the other commercial related aspects of the transaction, like credit period, the logistics, and maybe in today's parlance, because today, as you rightly said, we have evolved from a pure hardware selling to a combination of services selling. So even a hardware is as available as a service. So in that sense, it's a combination that the distributor has to provide to a system integrator, who then implements the whole solution at the customer ends.
Yeah, with the value-added service that the distributor can offer to the system integrator in terms of suggestion on the bill of material, in terms of optional brands, in terms of credit facilities, in terms of logistic facilities, in terms of deliverably gestation period over a project life cycle, because system integrators don't want everything one shot. So that is where the distributor comes in, saying that, okay, this is the first phase of material, this is the second phase of material, and that also is a big service when you're talking of a large value project.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll pass this question to Hemant. He's elaborated on what he looks for in SI. Is it all that you need, or is it something from your end that you would probably also have to provide him?
Just to add to what Rajesh Bhai is telling, we all are system integrators, and I feel with a customer we need to land and expand. That is the philosophy generally we use. You land into the customer and you expand in the customer. So this is where the distributors come in with the product which they are carrying to help us land as well as expand. So we need people who can tell us, okay, these are the products which I are carrying. These are the, areas where you can really work on with the customer. So that is where what we require from an distributor per se. They should be technically equipped to help us expand. We can probably land, but expansion is always specialized. What we carry or what extra we can give to the customer, that will actually help us in building our, because any customer, you need to stay with the customer.
Correct.
You have to be with the customer. You have to be always cater to what they require and supply or support them. Maybe not always, but 80% of the time. That is where the growth is.
Okay. So pass down to Purvesh. Could you just elaborate more from your experience as you move from the SIs to possibly the OEM way? If you could elaborate on the same thing as to...
See, the point of moving from a SI towards a OEM way is basically on how we are growing internally. Mm-hmm. What I understand your question is how we can scale ourselves towards working more with the disties and the OEMs.
Right now it is more of the expectations that the distributor patron has, and what the SIs also expect from the distributor. It works both ways.
Correct. So the expectation from a SI towards a disti is very simple, that we all smaller SIs are not technically that strong. Mm-hmm. So A, to get the technical support from the disti. B, what he rightly said, that we need to enter and then expand. So how do we expand with the various products? What is the pitch of that product which we can go and sell the customer? Okay, boss, this is what is going to satisfy your work environment. This is what is going to take care about your workload. This is the product, and this is what is going to add a value towards your business environment or the business growth. So when those pitches come from the distis towards us as a SI, then we can go and give a value add to the customer. Ultimately, we are all here to give services and a value add. If we are not giving a value add, then we are just simply playing on the price.
Right.
So rather than playing on the price, if we are able to ease out his business environment, then he is not looking at the price, because then we are solving his business problem.
Right.
When we are solving his business problem, then we need a pitch for that solving a business problem. Supposing there's a Wi-Fi product, then how the Wi-Fi is going to help his business environment. Rather than Wi-Fi लगा लो आपका wireless हो जाएगा, ऐसा नहीं होता है wireless. It's not that simple. So it's not going to help his business.
Yeah. So if I have to put in a nutshell, it is the continuous interaction between the two of you.
Correct.
And introduction or education on the new products, new product lines, and new solution areas, so that when you land, you don't land on your face, you land there and expand in a way where the customer is completely with you, and this is how you would probably get together and grow.
Correct.
Right? Correct. So, Sagar, I have one thing for you. Is this enough to do in terms of the education and interaction, or is there any other element which plays a very important part?
सिर्फ एजुकेशन पार्ट के साथ जैसे केस लॉकिंग होता है,
हाँ,
कोई हम लोग कोलैबोरेशन में जब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर को लेके जाते हैं साथ में, तो वहाँ पे केस लॉकिंग के लिए और प्राइसिंग के लिए और टेक्निकल सपोर्ट तो है ही, तो उसमें बहुत काम आता है कि और जब डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर साथ में होता है तो क्लोजर करने के लिए बहुत इजी हो जाता है, क्योंकि ऐसे क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जब आपके पास उसके आंसर नहीं होते हैं, तो डिस्ट्रीब्यूटर साथ में है तो उनकी टेक्निकल क्वेरीज इंस्टेंट हम लोग क्लियर करते हैं तो कॉन्फिडेंस आ जाता है कस्टमर को, तो क्लोजर में इजी हो जाता है.
So it's basically you're saying that it's the trust and confidence that gets built over the period is what you want to play, and I mean this is what comes into the play, and you try and do that. Fine, thank you for that. So I have another way of the expectations part. I think we are fairly clear as to what is required from both ends. Secondly is since you are a part of that chain that I mentioned, what are the kind of customer challenges? I'll put that across to Hiten. Because we have seen scenarios where both of you going together with all the kind of support and all the arsenal that you have, and the customer actually comes out with some surprises. So has there been any kind of such cases where the SI and the partner, the OEM or distributor going there and really not able to lock the case?
Generally, sometimes it happens. But at the end, when there will be a synergy between SI and Disti, see the SI, they are having a very good control over the end customer. So generally when SI and Disti are going together, so this kind of, you can say, will come, the issues come very little, because customers know the SIs very well, and they are, you can say, serving the customer since very long. So then with the Disti and SI, the joint meeting, customers' trust towards that product and that service will get increased. So it will, you can say, 10% you can say that issues comes. It is like that.
Okay. So now these typical issues, again I'll give you a very live example is, say for example, you have the distribution, the distributor has two partners in the same account. One an old one, one the new one, but with a different approach, a different product pitch, a different solution altogether. How does this particular tricky situation play with you?
See, if the same product, same project and same thing is there, to whoever locked the first thing, we support them. And we tell other SI also that it's already been locked with my another SI, and so we will not able to support you.
Okay. So in this case, again, if such a situation, Hemant, how about you? How would you go about it?
So I actually differ with my good friend Hiten. The policy should be that they should evaluate. Sometimes what happens is some SI just hears about the situation and he locks the case. He has no control of the customer, nor he has any control of what he's going to sell or what. So I think the distributor should have that acumen to understand, meet the customer, find out if really that vendor or that SI is able to satisfy the need, because it may happen that they may do a wrong job and probably you lose the customer also as a product person. So you should be in a position to really understand if that particular SI has a hold or is just making a...
I have to evaluate the things and then only we will come to the conclusion.
That is where the call lies with you. Yeah, thank you.
So Purvesh, you have a take on this?
So basically,
you've gone through the experiences that you had.
See, basically, it's how close the SI is with the customer. That's the point which the DSTs and the OEM sees. That's how they select. So the more the closer you are with the customer, the more differentiator you are giving to the customer. That's going to make a better touch with you and the customer. And that's where even if someone else has done the locking, he's going ahead, he has started the case. But if you have a value add, if you are more close with the customer, finally वो SI और वो DST और OEM आपके साथ align हो ही जाता है. I don't see that as a challenge.
Okay. So the fair enough. Yeah.
Can I add some angle to this?
Yes, please.
If you allow.
Yes, please.
Fantastic discussion going on, and I would like to contribute here. There are two SIs and one DST. Now, Hemant is saying, right, that the DST should be able to evaluate who is the right partner, right SI, right? But the fourth angle is that customer, is he looking at cheaper price or good quality? And that is going to decide the cheaper one, who's definitely not going to deliver quality and service. So distributor has to choose whom to give advantage. Am I right, Sunil?
Yeah, that's
So,
always.
Ajay,
Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Ajay, that was to be my last.
And if I may interject, the fourth angle here, so here we are talking the distributor, the system integrator, the customer. We are all forgetting the OEM. And no matter what we decide, if the OEM comes and says, none of you, and this is the 7th and 8th option, then we are all gone. And this is the reason where if the distributor and the SI are in the same trust level, with the same faith, that either we win together or we lose together, subject to all other factors like what the customer wants, what's the level of solution, because at times we also, if I am doing an X brand, I want to push that brand to every customer, but every customer doesn't want that brand. So am I the right distributor for the system integrator for that case? So there are multifacets on how you approach a case or a project. So then if the SI says, okay, Rajesh, this customer does not have the pocket for the brand that you are promoting, or I want to push another brand, then the distri should give merit and respect to that SI's call. Because there's no straight answer to the questions that you are putting. Yes, we can give one answer and say we hope a 10-mark question we get an 8 out of it. But in real life situation, it is always a multifaceted evaluation. And if the distri and SI are on the same page, I'm sure most of the problems are resolved at that stage, and then the customer and the OEM cannot play with us.
Yes.
That's a very strong fact for any customer and any brand.
I think that's very well elaborated because.
So I have a OEM view.
Yes.
Yeah, please, yes. I mean, we'll open the floor, but anyway, it's in the flow. It's in the flow, please, yes. Go ahead.
See, sometimes what happens, a particular reseller or system integrator, he has a good hold on the SI, the customer. And so this means if he has a good mapping or a good hold with the customer, he should know about that particular opportunity which has been brought by some other partner.
Exactly.
Right? Now, the classic example, what happens is when a particular partner has done a evaluation, POC, everything, all that, after commercial, when the commercial stage comes, the partner who claims to have a good relation with the customer, he comes in. So the point here is if that particular partner has a good relation already, how come he is coming at the commercial stage?
Absolutely.
Right? So this becomes a very tricky situation. Because for the OEM, right, the partner who has really done the groundwork, the legwork, everything, right? Of course, he deserves that PO.
Right.
So, the partner, the OEM becomes in the problem, right? Whom to support?
Right.
Somebody who says, I have a hold with this customer, I'll get a PO, right?
Sure.
So, probably maybe some of you can answer on this, how we should handle this.
That's exactly what I said. Each case is multifaceted, so it's not a straight answer to the question, right? So depending on the case, the relationship dynamics, the value of the product, the brand option, that is what. So each case has to be taken separately and decided on merit. But what happens is, if the distributor and the SI are in sync, in the sense that yes, either we lose it or I lose it, you win it, and we continue working for future, that's a long-term approach that as a distributor you need to take.
इसमें ज़्यादातर करके क्या होता है, distributor और SI have the good relation, but problems comes when OEM and the OEM's executive make some differ over there, and वहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम्स क्रिएट होती है. और कई बार ऐसा सिचुएशन आता है कि काम हमने किया रहेगा, और फिर बाद में अचानक से OEM का वो वर्टिकल का एग्जीक्यूटिव खड़ा होकर बोलता है नहीं नहीं दिस इज माय अकाउंट, आई एम द अकाउंट मैनेजर, आई एम होल्डिंग इट, you forget it. This is the answers coming from the major OEMs, and this is not happening from the distributor, but this happens from the OEM's part.
इसीलिए बोल रहा हूँ, if the disti and the SIs are together, neither the OEM nor the customer will play with us. It is this community which has to trust each other, have faith in each other, and there are cases where, believe me, the OEM has 5 account managers and 50 accounts. Market is 5,000 plus. They can't reach. End of the day, घूम फिर के ये स्टेज पे आना ही है उनको.
उनको आना तो पड़ता ही है.
And they will have to come here and say we are channel friend.
जहाँ पे फिर SI strong है ना, तो वहाँ पे सीधा OEM को लॉस ही करना पड़ता है. Ultimately.
सारे OEM को वो टॉप लेवल हो, गूगल हो या नीचे का लेवल हो, उसको आके बोलना ही पड़ेगा कि we are channel friendly. वो पिछवाड़े में जो करता हो.
हाँ वो तो है, मगर पर्टिकुलर वर्टिकल्स में बहुत ही
सचिन भाई, मैं आपको एक सजेशन देता हूँ, मीन्स एज अ सीनियर पर्सन इन दिस इंडस्ट्री.
यस.
OEM you have to be very careful with the OEM. That is the first. Very careful with the OEM. Absolutely no questions asked. Very careful with the OEM. Second important aspect is that I feel, with the amount of experience, it is the individual who creates the problem, not the OEM. You feel there are some OEMs who are really good person-wise.
No, I'm not blaming
I'm not blaming also, but what I'm saying, it is depending on the individual who screws up the situation.
इसमें ज़्यादातर करके एजुकेशन सेक्टर्स में जो OEM का जो स्पेसिफिक एग्जीक्यूटिव रहता है ना, वो सीधे सीधे ऐसे ही बोलता है कि ये लॉक, ये हमारा अकाउंट है. मतलब कि कहीं पे भी जाओ तो सीधा वो खुल के आता है कि ये मेरा अकाउंट है.
वो छोड़ दो, आप उन लोगों का सेग्रीगेशन देखोगे तो जोनल लेवल पे है, एजुकेशन लेवल पे, गवर्नमेंट लेवल पे, कॉर्पोरेट लेवल पे, ऐसा कितना उनका बाइफर्केशन है. सो यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल. दैट्स ऑल.
So एक मिनट before we go to Romel, I think Romel has and also Tushar has.
So many times what happens is that your hold with your customer is very important, and also your support factor that goes along with it. So I'll tell you a case what had happened. One particular firewall brand OEM, there was an order of 36 firewalls which we got from the customer. The OEM was not ready to budge on the pricing. Now 36 firewalls is not a small number. Most of the times the OEMs do meet up the expected pricing. That particular, जो भी आप बोल रहे हो ना, particular representative or whatsoever was stuck on pricing. We made the hold on our customer was so good because we are supporting them pan India 24/7. We made the customer change the PO and give us a revised PO, and the customer did not even talk to the OEM. We changed the order, we changed the product, and the OEM could not do anything about it. So that is what your hold is with the customer, which is very important. And more than that, it is the support factor. Now today's case, okay, when as a partner, we always charge for the product, we charge for the installation, and we charge for the ongoing support. Okay. One particular customer bought a product from us last year, and for that particular set of software licenses they bought, they took support from us. They subsequently bought more licenses from somebody else because the license cost was cheaper. Okay. Invariably today, the CTO called me up today and he said that we need support for this. Whatever your charges are, you take it from us, but the support has to be from your end. I said, and he knows about the kind of support that we extend. So at the end of the day, the kind of support that you give to your customer, how much do you stand with your customer stands out. And he is ready. So I told him that, listen, if we are taking it up now, we will charge you implementation, support, and in case whatever the new equipment that goes or licenses that go into that requirement. He said, whatever it is, let me know. We are ready to pay that.
Yes.
So very important that what kind of support that you extend and how good is your hold with your partner or the client that you're having. So I think that is what we need to take back, rather than anything else. OEM, you can change any damn OEM you want. There is never one single constant.
Okay. So thanks, Tushar.
Yeah.
I think
Thank
that's Romel, one, and then I'll probably move along with this.
Yeah. So what Rajesh bhai said, I would agree with it. one responsibility that a system integrator should be enforcing or, seeing with their distributor is they in turn lock the opportunity with the OEM. This is where most of the places, you miss out.
Okay.
If your distributor has not locked an opportunity with your OEM, then what my friend said, he would see surprises. I am the account manager, mera account hai, aap jao.
Right.
If it is locked from day one and you are in that circle, and most of the OEMs have this policy of locking that opportunity.
Right.
To the second question, what they said is, my dear friend again said is that last moment somebody comes who has a relationship. This is the place where OEMs play with you. You get a mail from the customer stating that this is my preferred partner. The customer plays with you. And this is where what all friends said, that your relationship with the customer, if he gives a mail, many customers give mail for one partner, two partner, whatever arrangement it could be. Correct? But you come across that and OEMs go and validate that. They very simply say that, okay, we will go with this partner because customer has said it.
Right. So I think all in our way, all of us panel discussion, we had summarized that it is you who is important, right? It's your relationship, your control, your technical ability to really help that customer move from whatever challenges that you face, as Tushar mentioned. In that case, I think, Ajay, in terms of certain price points also, that does not really matter. Because you can circumvent these things with your technical expertise and possibly the kind of relationship you have on both the sides. So I think the distributor, if I didn't want to close the door for any OEM, that's why I kept it open. So distributors are the bridge, are the people who would probably get into that level where everybody aspires to really go and start looking at OEMs as the only people. Sorry about that. So OEM is the only people perhaps to save the situation, but that's not the case. It was a tricky question. It could have probably missed us our dinner, but then we accept and move ahead. So what I feel, there's something that we had discussed in one of our meeting also. This is a platform. Now let me come up to this, that this is a platform which gives you the access. Now this is one very important word, access to both of us. To the distributors, to the pool, the talent pool that we have, the resourceful pool that we have. Similarly, is the other way where we are looking at the OEMs and the distributors to play that role. So this is something which possibly needs to happen every day, every time. This is the right way to go about, because the mix of things, you never know what will come up. So you really need to put your brains together every day, every time in different scenarios. So that is the objective of this particular meet also. There is another expression which says you have to also express. So it's both ways again. You're looking at express when we mean it's more of the distributors also coming and actually looking at the scenarios, reaching out to the SIs, and both ways. So is this really happening in the real world? There are two more points after that. But is this really happening? If you look at the way we've been operating, every time we look at in terms of asking the resource, the source, is it really happening both ways?
As of now, for me, it's happening right now. You can say we are expressing, the SI is also expressing, we are also expressing, we can understand, discuss, and we are able to close the deals.
So is it only in terms of when it comes to closing the deal, or it starts with
from the A to Z, you can say.
So you look for the resource here, the right resource for you, and then you start working along with them, and
yes,
it happens both the ways.
Definitely, yes.
So typically another similar thing, that if you have both of a profile, as they mentioned, that you have similar product lines and similar expertise, say to give you an example, how does an SI, the question goes to Sagar first, how would you actually look at it's quite a dilemma, right? Both of them are your friends, colleagues, collaborators. So how do you really look at, and how do you pick and choose? No, it could be anything. Is it it is more of a commodity. एक दोस्त थोड़ा ज़्यादा दोस्ती है उससे या एक आपकी प्रोडक्ट लाइन में है वो सभी कुछ कर सकता है या
कोई होता है उसका एक्सपर्टीज होता है कोई पॉइंट्स पे हम लोग
नहीं मैं वहाँ आया नहीं
प्राइसिंग है लेकिन जब टेक्निकल एक्सपेक्ट आता है तो कोई पॉइंट्स में होता है ना कि वो चीज़ वो आपका जो भी कॉलीग्स है वो ज़्यादा बेटर रिजल्ट देते हैं तो वो टाइम पे हम लोग उनका हेल्प ज़्यादा प्रेफर करते हैं जो सेम फील्ड में है तो
ओके
तो एक पॉइंट हम लोग ज़्यादा पहले कंसिडर करते हैं क्योंकि फाइनल रिजल्ट देना होता है प्राइसिंग तो है लेकिन एक फाइनल रिजल्ट तो देना होता है तो वो एक एक्सपेक्ट हम लोग पहले देखते हैं
एक्सपेक्टेशन Purvesh to you if you could just
so I see basically I'm a SI.
Okay.
I'm not a OEM nor a distri. But what my experience is that how OEMs and the distries are looking forward towards a partner is when there is a neutral scenario where there is no customer touch of any partner.
Sorry to hold you there. My question was if you have a similar kind of expertise, similar kind of sets between the two distributor and patrons who are there in this forum, how do you pick and choose between the two?
It's basically
what do you look for?
On the technical strength of that particular product.
Okay.
The partner will have that should be the inclination here. Because finally he's going to give the justice better to the customer. That's
price doesn't play really an important part.
Price is always the last factor.
Okay, for you.
Price is always the last factor for the customer. It's how we position that's important.
Okay, that's a good one. Yeah.
It's price तो customer देता है, लेने आना चाहिए. That's important.
So ultimately, price is not a point of discussion at all.
Correct.
Right? It could be any product, it could be any service. And typically what we should be doing is, for everything we put a cost to the customer because there is a cost to us.
Of course.
So we should get into that mold of valuing our time.
आप क्या डिफरेंशिएटर लेके आते हो वो इम्पोर्टेंट है ना आप वही जाके बोलोगे कि हाँ मेरे को HP का वही 240 बेचना है जो 5 जन बेच रहे हैं तो then there is no differentiator. और you make a differentiator in services क्योंकि बॉस मैं इमेजिंग करके देगा तेरे को पैन इंडिया तेरे को 500 लैपटॉप डिलीवर करवाना है चल पैन इंडिया इमेजिंग करके भेजेगा whatever so there has to be a differentiator.
Okay.
Then there is no price game.
Okay.
Otherwise it's all price game.
Okay.
Just want to add for your question is when the distributor stands with you in difficult situation. Let's say I got a product which is faulty. Maybe. So how the distributor stands with you, fights with the OEM and gets you
very quickly
the replacement or that.
What is the solution?
That is what really pays. It is like an insurance, right? You choose something and maybe you lost it. But if I stand with Thane, I know I can rely on him in this situation.
Okay.
That two paisa, 3 paisa, it will not make much of a difference. But when these things happen, you're really in a loss. That is where I always, demark a particular distributor from other distributor.
Okay. So that brings me to another question.
So probably just one line to add on, which I always end up telling my staff as well, that if price is the issue, then you're not selling true value. I think that is one very important factor. Cost is never the issue. It is what and how you pitch it across that's very important. Thank you.
Good point.
One second. See, the question was, how do you select a distributor when both of them are your friends? Now, I agree with your answer, right? And the thing is, that does price matter from the distributor to SI? Because according to me, just sharing one small thing, I tell all my distributor friends, okay, the order is yours. In advance, I tell them. Because you have helped me in the past, lekin I'll not pay you extra than what your competitor is offering. So how do you deal with this? Do you do the same?
Yeah, you have to, because means the demarcation is definitely the price, because ultimately we are into business. We want to make money, right? So price is the factor. But when you equate this equation is like when two are of the similar type and you feel, so you can always disclose कि भाई ये price मिल रहा है, ये दे रहा है, तू भी दे दे.
Right to refusal should be there.
So that is acceptable. I think they also accept it.
So I'll put it across to Rajesh bhai. I think
So you said ये price दूसरे से मिल रहा है, तो you match it, right? वो दूसरा is the other partner to the customer like you or the other distributor?
Other distributor.
So there I would differ because the other distributor is giving maybe 1% or 2% less, but then the distributor who has helped you in POC, in sizing, in getting the case locked, then you expect that today's distributor, let me finish. So today, 10 years ago, the distributor role was लिया, भेजा. कंटेनर में माल आया, आगे भेजा. बॉक्स टू बॉक्स. डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ओनर्स जो थे ना, उन्होंने शायद बॉक्स का कलर भी नहीं देखा था. वेयरहाउस टू वेयरहाउस मूव होता था. टुडे last 20 minutes also, I think we have heard that you look from a distributor, technical expertise, guidance on which product to sell, which model to sell, which brand to sell. Sir, in today's technology, from i3 to i5, I don't understand. Still for me, that's rocket science. But from networking, from cyber security, from Wi-Fi, right? How do you expect the distributor to have all these skill sets in addition to the traditional skill sets expected, and then not pay him 2% more?
Okay, so 1 second. मेरा हक बनता है इसको reply करने का. You are talking about value-added distributor.
Exactly.
1 second. You are talking about people who have done POC, right? I don't mind paying him 10% extra. I would earn that much lesser from my customer, right? Because what has happened is, I do not have experience or skill set, or probably I have lesser skill set because you are dealing in a particular brand day in, day out with the same products. So you know your job better than I do, right? There the price doesn't come into picture. We were talking about the logistical part of it, the distributor, as per distributor, both of them you have the same camaraderie with. There is no value addition that is being given. The one who adds value definitely is getting you the order. You can't, I mean, he's a partner.
So you mean Reddingtons, Ingrams, Inflows, etc., right? I don't think ASIRT, we have those distributors.
No, even distributors.
So we are talking within the community, then I think my point stands.
There are patrons, ASIRT patrons, who are a different category of people, right? I mean, let's face it. We try to engage with people who are able to help system integrators, not like a dabba pusher, like you say, box movers, but people who can actually add value to system integrators. You see around, I mean, we had a patrons meet just a couple of days ago. You tell me how many patrons were there in the room who do not add value to SIs? Right? I mean, only the SIs who add value, I mean, only the distributors who add value to the forum, because the association is built for SI. Such people like you, right, are welcome in ASIRT, and obviously we know that you guys add value to us. So here the question was not about VADs, not about value-added distributors. I said, agar mujhe I mean, if there is someone who's giving me a 4 TB hard disk, same model as another is giving, and the price is 2% difference, I will definitely say, maybe,
I agree.
Not in the project part.
No, I agree. So let's say that the ASIRT distribution partners that we have and which were there in the room on Wednesday. So I'll give you example of Sejutronics and ITCG, right? We are both Sophos distributors. And yes, and then if you say कि प्रतीक 100 में दे रहा और मैं 102 में क्यों दे रहा हूँ?
I'll never even talk.
No, what I'm saying is, so within ASIRT, yes, that comparison is right and we can do that. But if we are comparing the pure box mover distributors, the NDs, then it differs because today, believe me, I have worked with so many SIs, I think a couple of them a year in the room, where if they had gone to that customer to sell the solution, they would have sold at least 4 to 5% less. But we have represented them and gone to their customer as them and got a higher BOQ, a higher product value based on their need. We didn't upsell like the OEMs do, right? We gave them what they wanted, tailor-made it, and got them the bottom line. So that's what, again, I say, this is a platform, believe me, I said the other day, and I repeat, and I have no qualms in saying it again and again. It's a very good platform and an association and a group of people that we have, and we should keep on adding it. Thank you. Thank you.
So let me not put in these kind of questions because apna sachi khana kharab ho jayega. So what I'm looking at in terms of, we talked about evaluation, we talked about case locking, but what I see is, if we are transparent right from the beginning to take the case itself and share it with whoever we are going, it need not be just the patrons, but it could be any of our collaborators. Transparency is something which I've seen plays a major role, because from day one you have a very clear picture of what would happen at the end. So I think that saves a lot of these questions, these efforts, because from my personal experience, if I have to give you a very short one, the hardware opportunity was turned into something else, and we earned much more than what we could have actually looked at the hardware part of it. That was some kind of a software development which was involved. So these kind of opportunities you'll have to, so again, I say it is you who have to look for the opportunity, you as in terms of looking at how really you could work with the distributor patrons, and same goes for them. So to actually, I think, close the discussion, because some of these questions will really lead to a night out perhaps for all of us. So should I thank you, or should I? There's still a lot to be asked, but I think it is really time that I should thank all of my panelists here. There are no clear answers to this, but I think this actually sets the tone for all of the panel discussions that we're going to have. So thank you all for being here, really agreeing to be on the stage and take on those questions, however tricky they might be. So thank you everyone. And thank you all. We did not open it up to the crowd today. We already had involved. Thank you everyone. Acha, before I forget, if I think everybody seems to be forgetting that this is the last tech day before the new year.
Happy Christmas first.
So, yeah. So, again on the stage. मेडिटेशन फ्रॉम 3 to 4. अब तक तो आपको यहाँ पे टेंशन ऐड हो ही गया होगा, तो कल उसको निकाल दो आप, रिलैक्स. So please don't forget to register and be there for the meditation tomorrow 3 to 4, which is an online event. Thank you.